Last time on Call of the Abyss China Mainland Qualifiers, we saw some pretty hype sets. We saw a melee, we saw a cowboy, we saw a gosh darn lizard nearly 4 kill. It was absolutely ridiculous. And today, we're gonna be continuing right where we left off on to day 4. We have 3 more sets to watch from day 4, that of course being set number 2 through 4. So, let's jump right into it so we can get started with, the rest of the days because we are still a little bit behind. Let's get a move on. Looks like we're kicking things off here with a gosh darn Ivy match here. Of course, it is going to be between Team GR and GW. I don't know why the GR is not capitalized in Gloria, and I don't really know why GW's W is capitalized, but they did ban out the doctor, so, that's to be expected here. We're looking at a Merc, Anti-Aero, and Meteorologist on this team here. A little interesting playing Mercenary in round 1. That's not the most common, but on Moon River Park, it does kind of make sense here. We're going to take a look at 2 Tide Tuner builds here. Tide borrowed on our Mercenary and our Meteorologist here. Our gosh darn Moo Meteorologist here. Going to be taking Kite here. No 60. That is very, very good for our Meteor here. We're looking at a Borrowed Knee-Jerk Aeroplanist and a Borrowed Flywheel Anti as well on this team. Gonna lock down that Mr. Inference's Cypher here. Got some pretty good, oh my gosh, he's so fast. Look at this movement speed. That's Hunt diff for you, bro. Oh my gosh, Hunt go crazy sometimes. Oh my gosh. Yo, I kind of want to play Ivy with that Hunt. Oh my goodness. That's some crazy speed right there. Oh my. Okay, but yeah, Shingi, I don't know how to pronounce their name, unfortunately. You can correct me in the comments, but Shingi does seem to be at a pretty unfortunate start here. Not really able to get any good hits. Can we see a good spook here? Oh, we dodged the spook. We dodged the Wind Blast, though, so it's a bit of a trade-off. It is a bit of a trade-off here. Although now, Meteor's going to be constantly looking at the minute. Yep, there we go. So you might be wondering, why the heck am I looking at this Ivy? Well, the reason is because if we get blinked, we might accidentally die to the Ghost very soon after. But now, we can try to dodge the blink and try to delay the blink, which is usually a lot easier when you don't have like a blink insta follow up there. See, now we're doing a very good job of delaying the blink here. This is a very, very good job of delaying the blink. We're not going to go up the stairs. Why are we going up the stairs? We're just going to blink, huh? Okay, I don't know why we did that. Oh, you know what? I actually do know why we did that. No, that's actually smarter. It's a shorter kite, but it forces out the blink. Yeah, no, that's smart. That's smart, actually. Because if you continue walking in a straight line, the Ivy's not going to blink. Yes, the kite will likely be a little bit longer, but you're not going to force the blink. By going up there, you actually force the blink. So that's thinking. That's actually using your noggin there. That's using your gosh darn. What else is there a way to call your brain? That's using your prefrontal cortex. I don't know, bro. That was maybe a bit too much. Maybe you're using your jelly. Brain's not really jelly. What is a brain, anyways? Mr. Inference, do you have a brain? He has a brain. That was a good save. Oh wait, maybe hold on. The brain might not be the most. Oh, the brain might not be the most brain thing of all time. That's a bit unfortunate, actually. That double down's really gonna hurt the Cypher Rush, I'm not gonna lie. And that's also full presence, which means Meteor will not be able to rebound this at all. Yep. Never mind, 99. That's kind of crazy. Although she should be dead here. Let's see. Hunt should trigger in a couple seconds. Hunt diff, baby. I don't think we even needed Hunt to get that hit, honestly. I don't think we needed the Hunt. Now, it's a bit of a shame for GR that they got double down, and not to mention that they're losing one of their Tide Tuners here, so they no longer have any Tide Tuners, which is interesting, because normally in round 1, you want to have at least 3 of them, so that's a bit of an interesting one. We also try to get a main body scare on that Aeroplanist just to see if we can catch him lacking. Luckily, that is not the case here. Of course, Mercenary still downed on his Cypher, which is just a little unfortunate here. And of course, if we go for the Mercenary, try to chair him, maybe like, hit him back down again, Aeroplanist will get a free save, and we really, really do not want that. Plus, if we go for Mercenary, it would be burning full presence. So I think if full presence was not on cooldown, we'd probably actually go for that and get a little bit greedy here. But we're going to be looking at Arrow get the save here. That is a nice save. Can we see the... No body block, though. Oh, the Cyphers are quite good, though. If nothing else, I am very impressed with GR's Cypher Rush here, because despite the double down, they're actually in a pretty good spot here. They truly are. 1 injury, self-heal burned on the Mercenary, though. That is quite dangerous. That is going to end up being... Never mind, the hover, baby! You see that hover from that, Charles? Ooh, that was clean. I think he actually went for a setup there as well. I think he was doing that on purpose. We do see our Mercenary hiding back over here. Am I going to possess this anti and then go for the... Oh, recall. Interesting. Why are we recalling here? We're going to TP to that tablet, most likely. Yes. Yes, we are. We're going to keep that on the Aeroplanist. But I feel like we have to go for the Mercenary here, because the Mercenary has no self-heal. Blink is ready once again. What's the plan here, Xingyi? What's the plan? I'm not really sure what you do here as an Ivy. We're letting the Mercenary Cypher pop. We know that's being worked on. Are we Cypher locked? We are not Cypher locked. Okay, we're playing very passively. I'm not gonna lie. This is a very passive. Yeah, we're not really like taking any risks. We're not like. Okay, now we're just kind of walking into the Antiquarian Flute. All right, let's pressure down that Cypher a little bit. Last three Cyphers aren't exactly in a... Ooh, wait. I wouldn't really call this necessarily a Cypher lock, but they're not exactly in a good position. That's full presence burned right there. So no max right now. No max presence here. Yeah, the game has significantly slowed down. At this point, it is truly slowed down right now. Again, we still have that blink, but I feel like we really needed to blink a little earlier here because we're not actually achieving anything. Nice, beautiful flyout from City? CT? Citier? I'm not sure. Very good flyout from them, though. I'm just a little curious as to why we're not using our blink. Because if she used her blink, you know, when she was chasing the ante that long ago, or even the Aeroplanist, it would be back by now. Okay, so now we use our blink when we could have used the blink way earlier, and then our blink would be like you'd be at this exact same state with ciphers that have a little less progress, and not to gosh darn mention, your blink would be like, I don't know, 50 seconds away from being up, and now you're 130 seconds away from being up. So I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about this game. I feel like this game is a little too slow right now. It's a little bit too slow here for GW. Let's see here. Gonna be moving after this Antiquarian once again. Nope, we're going back to the Mercenary here. We're just gonna try to keep them off of these ciphers as much as we possibly can here. Do force out a pad here. Now, honestly, if the thing is, if Xingyi remembers that the Mercenary has no borrowed time, that is actually their ticket to win it. That truly is. We're gonna TP back over to here. Say hi to our little antique pal. Gonna recall the Yith. This is some really nice, you know, efficiency with the Yith pressure. I will say, if there's nothing else, Xingyi's doing a great job of slowing down the game. The only issue is that we're not really like getting anything out of it. We're not really burning out that many items. We're just not really getting any hits. I think that's the other thing, is we're not getting any hits with full presence. Of course, when you go for a hit with full presence Ivy, there is a trade-off. When you go for that full presence hit, it means that you lose pressure. I think that's what makes Ivy a very fast-ending hunter, despite her being a very slow-paced and honestly not the most entertaining character to watch in terms of like flashiness, is that a lot of her decision making really comes down to like, can you afford to give up the pressure to get the hit? So like for right here, she's giving up some pressure, potentially gonna allow the Antiquarian to break the rock. Yep, she's gonna break the rock. See, now you can't TP back to the ante because she breaks the rock. That's the problem. She gave up map pressure for that hit, and now the Antiquarian Cypher is gonna move all the way to like, she actually might be able to prime it with the leech. Let's see. Because she went for that. See, she gave up that map pressure, Anti broke the rock, and now she can't pressure Antiquarian Cypher, and it's going to be able to be primed here. Let's see. This is going to be close, though. Do we pop? We're just going to pop here, yeah. I think that was probably the issue. That is the issue right there. Again, Ivy, very, very fascinating hunter, but it's very hard to get those hits. You know what's crazy is she would have had her blink so long ago if it wasn't for the fact that she used her blink so gosh darn late. Now, there is already a tablet set up here, which is quite good. We're going to move to the ante. We probably should have just instantly gone. I don't really know why we didn't, because we actually had a tablet back over there. We could have just honestly just killed the ante there. We do see a flywheel ready. Okay. We're going to go back to the arrow. Back to the arrow, back to the arrow, back to the arrow. Hey there, Aeroplanist. There's double tablet out over here, which actually makes this really, really scary. She can actually win because of double tablet, and this is still pre-nerf Ivy. If this was post-nerf Ivy, she'd be absolutely getting cooked right now. Absolutely getting cooked. Because those tablets, that second tablet up there, the one on top of the railings, not below, it'd be gone. Post-nerf Ivy, the tablets only last for 60 seconds. Pre-nerf, they last 150. But they only last 60 after the nerfs, which is crazy. They reduced it by... 90, which is just absolutely insane, dude. Okay, bonk. There we go. That's a very good hit on the Merc. Wait, the Merc has... Oh my gosh, she's gonna 4-kill. Wait, this is actually 4-killable. This is 100% 4-killable. I'm not even lying. No, GR's messing up hardcore. Wait a minute. No. This is a 4. This is a 4. This is a 4. As long as they play their cards right, this is a 4. Well, they are gonna run out of tension though. I guess that's the issue. Wait, we can blink the Aeroplanist. 1, 2, 3. Fully commit. Just get your blink. Get your blink. He's gonna have knee jerk here though, but we have Hunt. Wait, this should be a blink hit. 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Nice. The last second of blink, bro. The last second of blink. Oh, Auntie's healing. We have tablets again. We're gonna drop the arrow. We're gonna go home. Full presence at Auntie. Bonk. She's not dead, but she's half health, which means she can't do anything, and that's the important thing. She can't do anything right now. Okay. We zoom on back. We TP, make another rock. Okay. Go back. Yup. We're just constantly setting up rocks here. This is 4 kill. They gave the Ivy like 10 billion rocks. I say rocks, tablets, ostracons, whatever you want to call them. They basically, the team GR gave them way too many rocks. And that's GG's. That's GG's. Merc has no self heal. She knows that. Aeroplanist can try to go for the gate, but there's 2 rocks. Like you can't do anything. You literally can't do anything when there's that many rocks. Auntie's on a she's like a ticking time bomb. She's just gonna try to last for as long as she possibly can. But Aeroplanist can't make it. There's 2 rocks, and then there's gonna be another one right here. Let's see. He can try to break this rock, but nope. Full presence. Yep. Bye-bye. You're dead now. And we can commit because guess what? There are multiple rocks back over here. Yep, that's a 4 kill. That is a 4 kill. GR kind of messed up here. We are gonna be able to heal up the mercenary here, but it's not gonna do anything. It's just delaying the inevitable. It is just delaying the inevitable because they're both stuck on this side of the map. We see the Auntie going over there. Just go for the Merc. Just go for the Merc. There's no reason to go for the Auntie. Just go for the Merc. Where's Auntie gonna go? Where's Auntie gonna go, huh? Where's she gonna go? Did we lose the Auntie? Looks like the Merc's gonna grab up item here. If he gets a syringe, we actually might be in a little bit of danger here. Let's see. What's it gonna be? He gets a syringe. Hold on now. Hold on. There should still be 4 kill, but this is gonna be a long 4 kill. Let's see. We're gonna chair Aeroplanes. Okay, I think once we get to 2 people, I'll start skipping ahead. I just want to make sure that this is confirmed first, because I don't want to watch slug out gameplay, but let's at least make sure once Aeroplanist dies, we can start skipping ahead, because this could very likely go on for like another 5 minutes. I'm not even kidding. It truly could. I gotta say though, this is a very well played game from Xingyi, but I also think GR Survivors did not exactly play the best Ivy endgame, if I'm being fully honest with you. They really didn't, but Xingyi's Ivy is very, very talented. I can tell. Very, very talented. We're gonna see the mercenary. Is it bait? He's gonna try to break one of the rocks. So he had his heal primed just to not even be able to. He primed his heal and oh wait. He healed. Oh, that's well, that's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. I actually didn't know that you could prime your heal as a mercenary and then heal before the delayed damage thing. I actually didn't know that. That's good to know. I kind of feel stupid for not knowing that, but that actually does make sense with how the move is programmed, because it delays the damage, which means the hit doesn't register for later, and usually when you get hit, it like resets the healing progress of you. But that's not the case for Mercenary, because he delays it. He doesn't just eat the hit. It's like the hit itself, and all of the things that are coded alongside it are delayed by those 8 seconds. Oh my goodness, you know what? No, this is going on too long. I know this is 4 kill, bro. At this point, it's guaranteed. There's 2 no self-heal characters. I think it's 4 kill guaranteed. This is gonna go on for a very, very long time. And what is this here? Okay, we chaired the, no, Mercenary bled out. That's funny. We can blink down the ante after a scare, and that is a 15-minute Ivy game, but it's gonna be a 4 kill for GW. Well played. I did not think we would have that long of an Ivy game, but now it's Jin's turn. We got the Anti-Archer Meteor Grave ban out here. We're looking at Enchantress, Aeroplanist, Officer, and Puppet ban out here. Now Jin is very, very strong. Jin is a very, very strong hunter. One of the best hunters in the world right now. I mean, Jin and Bailu especially in IVL showcased like just insane levels of talent in this game as hunters. They are just absolutely insane. 2 of the best in the business in China mainland here. The only problem is Jin actually desperately needs a 4 kill. Oh wow, that's a really good start here actually. Let's see here. Now, of course, we are going to be looking at 3 Tide Tenors and a full kite Enchantress here. Tide knee-jerk Aeroplanist, Tide knee-jerk on our Puppet, Tide borrowed on our Officer, and then full kite Enchantress. So, yeah, only 1 borrowed time here. But again, this is because GW is like, okay, our Hunter got an insanely long 4-kill. Let's just get one out. That's all they're looking for. They don't care how it happens. They just want one out here. 3 stack. Okay, that would have been perfect because that was going to be a hit. We need to get this kill as quickly as possible because we are abnormal Sangria. We are abnormal Sangria, bro, which is really, really risky right now. Very risky. I'm going to drop this pallet. Okay. Enchantress might get another stun here soon. Okay, she's using these pallets very, very well here. Let's see. Flywheel. Dead. Okay. Well played from Jin. Very well played from Jin. Okay. We're going to chair right here. And then we're going to go abnormal that Cypher over there. I think that's the goal here. We're going to chair. Right here. Oh, Puppet's already nearby, though. Okay, this is going to be a free save. It's going to be... Oh, but we see Puppet. We see Puppet. Hold on. We can play a little more aggressive here. Oh, okay. Let's see here. It's time for abnormal into flip back into... It is a free save. Didn't get to force out a Puppet. I think that's what Jin was looking for. He's trying to force out a Puppet here. Puppet here, nice. Puppet just here to mess up the dash. We have to run around. Puppet being an absolute menace. We'll just keep breaking these pallets here. Because we can. That's the one good thing about Tide Tenors. You can kind of afford to not rush when Tide Tenor is a thing. Because, you know, if the server kites out Tide Tenor, it's like, okay, cool. Like, you know, the Tide Tenor lasts 20 seconds. Oh my gosh, poor Jin has to break every pallet in this area, dude. Truly has to break every gosh darn pallet. Okay, another stun. Yo, Enchantress is so annoying, bro. Oh my gosh. I can honestly see Enchantress getting nerfed as well. There's too many stuns, bro. Too many stuns. She definitely needs to start with 1, though. But I think she just, like, accumulates stuns a little too fast. Maybe. No, I think they should let her. I don't think they should nerf her just yet. Because Enchantress has been so bunned for so long. So I think they should just keep her strong for a little while longer. Maybe like a light nerf. Kind of like the same with that I want with Doctors, because, like, you know, Doctor has also been buns for so long, so it's like, okay, Doctor deserves some tournament time. However, this is just like they're a little too overpowered right now, truly. All right, a Terror Shock would really help here. Jin. Oh, that's so hard, bro. Oh, we were really going for it. If we got it, that was it, by the way. We canceled the stun. Wait, Jin. Oh no, Jin called for a ref. I wonder why. Oh, okay, we're back into it here. All right, I don't really know what happened here. Again, Cyphers are really good. Cyphers are really, really, really good for GW here. Oh my goodness, Enchantress has so many stuns, dude. She has so many stuns. How many stuns did she get this game? Like, I swear she had like 7. Jeez, like she had 1 3-stack and then 4 little ones. That's crazy, dude. Oh my gosh. 4 little itty bitty stuns. Enchantress is such a good kiter right now. We do get the heal up onto the Officer. Of course, Officer is 1 chip, but that doesn't really matter against the Sangria. Now, there is a possibility of a 4-kill. Yes, there is. Because it's Moon River Park and there are no borroweds. So there is a possibility. We're gonna leave the Officer. Okay, that we burned his watch. There is a very high possibility of a 4-kill. Well, I shouldn't say very high possibility, but there is a possibility. Reason being is it all comes down to the strategy. It all comes down to Jin's strategy here. Of course, we do not really have the most advantageous Cypher positioning for Jin, but we should be able to kill the Officer very fast. We need to kill the Officer pretty much here within 20 seconds. We need a 20-second down at the very maximum. Because if we don't get 20-second down, it's cooked. He should die before he makes it to this pallet. Nope, they're gonna have to play a mind game now. Okay. Uh-oh, this is too long. This is too long. This is too long. That's too long. That's simply too long. That is too long of a kite. Because there are 2 Cyphers at 50, teleporting is too risky now. It's a possibility, but it's quite risky. What we can do here is chair middle here, and then we can TP. Is it gonna force somebody off? No, in fact, we're going to go for this Cypher here instead. Interesting. 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. No abnormal! Okay. Officer's borrowed, though. That's the problem. the one guy with borrowed, bro. Truly. Okay. Okay. Pop. Officer can kite because he has these broken pallets. Poor Jin is just being forced to break every single gosh darn pallet here. Okay. Oh my gosh, dude. This has to break these pallets, dude. These pallets are just too strong. Okay. This is risky. This is risky. We need to 4-kill. Can we do it? Can we do it? This is really tough. We're going to chair here, and if we teleport, it is kind of cooked. Because Lewis is on the gate, Aeroplanist is here, they only need one, and it's kind of cooked. We have to just pray to find the Aeroplanist, that's all we can really do here. If we TP, no, it's already guaranteed one out. Jin has to go for a 3-kill now. Jin has to try to go for 3. 3 is good enough. 3 is good enough here for now. It's definitely not the best. We saw it to blink. Okay, nice. Not the best, but we do get a 3, which means at least the lead isn't that huge. It is still pretty big, but it could be much worse. Oh my gosh. Axe Boy. Axe Boy. Axe Boy, okay. Against a team comp like this, though. What? Donch, Prospector, Cheer, and Grave? What is going on here, bro? An Axe Boy. Interesting. Detention, Trump card, Blink, Axe Boy. We got Berserker, Famine, and I think I saw Wanted Order as well. Now, the biggest thing is going to be, in my personal opinion here, the biggest thing is going to be the saves. The saves are going to be absolutely huge. Now, as for Doctor versus Axe Boy, I don't really know that much about the matchup, but I don't think it's actually the worst thing in the world. We're not going to go for the Doctor, but like because of the flames that we have, we could actually be able to snipe her while she's trying to heal, which would not be the worst at all. Oh, unfortunately for Citier? I call them Citier. I don't know if that's actually how their name is pronounced. But unfortunately for them, yeah, that's not the best. He kind of fell for the Axe Boy's plan there, buddy. Kind of fell for the Axe Boy's plan. It's going to be basement, too. That's not a very good kite, unfortunately. That's a pretty bad kite from the Norton. Quite unfortunate. If you're going to play Norton in round 2, he kind of has to be full kite. I'm not going to lie. He needs full kite. That's something that Green taught me, Green from B4U, was that, you know, Prospector, he's a very strong character, but he kind of needs the build to make him that strong. Full kite Prospector, and any harasser for that matter, is very, very strong. But so Prospector kind of needs it, though. There's like other characters can get away with not having it in tournament, like Anti, Archer, etc. But Prospector, you know, against a lot of hunters, kind of needs it. Because he's a little weak when he starts off with. He just doesn't have the most magnets. He has like 1 magnet. Oh my gosh, this Axe Boy is just like getting hits left and right, dude. What the heck? Okay, bye, Grave. Dude, Grave got both his shovels cooked. He even had a cheerleader refresh, and he just got both his shovels cooked. Okay, we tied the Norton. Flame. No one gets by the flame. The Norton does get hit here. Okay. Ciphers are... Oh my gosh. Ciphers are the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. What are these ciphers, bro? 1%, 0%, 9%, 34%, 54%, and then 1 is done. Brother, these are the most bun ciphers I've ever seen in my entire life. These ciphers are so bad. And Grave is completely out of items, too. If he doesn't 4-kill this, I will be very impressed. Bro, why are we... Dude, we are 4-killing with Axe Boy. In 2026, we are 4-killing with freaking Axe Boy. I don't know how the Bobby is doing this. But okay, I do know how, because the Norton cut it 2 seconds. They got basement, and then they had the rescue because they're behind. Pocket watch here, pocket watch. Oh, come on now, Zito. Please be careful with your pocket watch. Ooh, bye. Okay, flame is ready. Flame. Oh my gosh, he just keeps getting these flames. And there's the blink. Ooh, early swap the TP because we already know we have a huge advantage here. The only way, there is one possible way to get back in this match. It is tied cheerleader shenanigans, being able to rev out the Gravekeeper multiple times in a row and have Doctor finish literally every cipher. That is the only way. That is truly the only way. At best, GR gets 1. They should not tie. At best, this should be a 1. Let's see here. We'll set up the road. Cheer is here. We have flames. Flame, 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 flame. Nice dodge. Okay, nope. Dude, I can't even see. So are we not tide cheering? Hello? Or we're not gonna tide cheer? Okay. I thought that was kind of the whole point of bringing tide cheer is to actually use her tide cheer ability, but I guess not. I guess not. Okay, bye cheese. Die in the corner. What the heck? Okay, I don't know what's up with that. I can't believe my eyes, dude. I really genuinely cannot believe my eyes that Axe Boy. This little guy Axe Boy, this little guy Axe Boy is getting a 4 kill in the big 2026. I truly cannot believe it. Let's see here. He's waving at the Donch, but there are no flames here. Let's drop a tree. Oh, watch out for those flames now, Donch. Watch out for those flames, Donch. She firewalls even though she didn't really need to. Hi. Break the tree, huh? Yo, we are farming this grave out here, bro. We're not even giving Zito a chance. And Doc's just like, yeah, hit me, bro. Hit me. Yeah, hit me. Yo. You know what's crazy? If she got that pop, they could get one. But now, because that insane double hit, they can't. Okay. That is insane, bro. Oh my gosh, that is insane. Because if that happened, she would have eaten the hit, popped the Cypher, ran away, healed. He would have had the chair grave, and then she let her pops. And if not, then like, you know, Doc can heal up and then just go pop the Cypher afterwards. That is crazy. That double hit was what got him the 4 kill. That's crazy that Axeboy has to like not just outplay the survivors, but outplay the survivors like the entire game just to 4 kill. That is ridiculous, bro. Like he killed within like how long did the Norton Kai? Like 20 seconds? Norton Kai like 20-30 seconds. Got basement, was rescued after half. And then he downed the grave super fast. Farmed him twice, and they still nearly got a person out. That is so crazy, dude. Despite how pretty much perfectly this Axeboy played, it just wasn't enough. And we're gonna have to get another double hit, bro. Otherwise, it's not gonna be a 4 kill. I mean, she's just gonna go for dungeon, but we have to get yet another double hit. That's gonna be so hard against a freaking beeping cheerleader that's like moving at the speed of light. I don't know how we're gonna get that. I truly don't. Let's see here. It comes down to this. Oh my gosh, look at all these trees. This is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, here's our beep beep. Beep beep 1. A beep beep 2. Flame. He didn't get it. Ah, what a shame. All right, good try. He almost had it, bro. That would have been insane, man. Well, it was a 3 kill once again from the side of GW. Jin absolutely needs a 3 kill here, otherwise it's over. Ideally, we actually get a 4 from Jin. Jin really wants to 4. 4ing would put the set, or would make the set even, which would be very nice. But we at least need to 3 kill. Otherwise, this set is over for GR. And that's quite sad because I want to see more games from Jin because Jin is so talented. And honestly, GW Hunters are very talented as well. They're survivors too. GW is looking pretty good this year, I must say. Now, of course, we're going to be seeing Lion out here taking kite. Not Lion from B4U, but Lion from GW here. We've got a Tide Grave on this team, a Bard, Flywheel, Anti, and Professor, and then a Bard, Flywheel, Lantern, and Anti, and then the Professor has Tide Knee Jerk, while our Cueist is rocking the Detention Insolence Blink build, which is the standard Cueist every build Cueist that should have. We're going to leave the Grave, and then move toward the Professor Cypher, or actually, we're just going to go back to the Gravekeeper here, but we're going to lock the Professor Cypher at the same time. Very smart, very smart gameplay here from Jin. Here we go once again. Boop-a-da-boop. Can we get a hit on this grave? That is his low shovel. Okay, that's really good for Lion because that hit was on a like what 20% shovel, which is not the best. We're gonna eat the hit right here. Okay, back onto the open. Bonk right there. Okay, Blink is surely gonna be able to get the kill here. If not, we can surely get cue ball hit afterwards. Let's see here. Got the shovel available, but no pallets nearby, which means it's going to be a hit onto the shovel. Yep, there we go. Good shovel hit. Ciphers are fine. A little, just a tad slow here. Just a tad slow from the side of GW. I'm going to pop on back out over here. Cue ball. And no blink forced, though. We are full presence, no blink forced. There are pros and cons to this. The pro is that if you get a late blink, it functions like the late excitement kind of thing. Whenever you force a hunter to use their trait very late, it means they probably won't have a trait for endgame. The problem with that is that it pretty much means no rebounding. It means pretty much next to no rebounding because one of your kites, no matter what it will be, is going to be completely stuffed because of that blink. Oh, Professor! Professor, bro, Professor. You are very lucky, pal. That's their only tide tenor. That's the only tide tenor they can use. So if the next one is a farm, it'll just be... Ooh, I like that strategy, actually, Jin. Okay. Very aggressive strategy here. And of course, let's not forget that every single time there's a survivor that's injured, it adds to the Cueist speed bonus. Every single one. That's one of the good things about Cueist. You can kind of switch targets without really having to care because... You know, you get those speed boosts, and you know everybody loves a speed boost when you're a hunter, unless you're an Antonio main, because oh boy, that character is one of the slowest things I've ever seen in my entire life, bro. Let's see here. Will Jin try to lock down the Antiquarian Cypher here with his last 3 contact points? I wonder if we will. Let's see here. I truly wonder. I truly do wonder. Looks like we're not going to. We're actually gonna be saving them here for the chase. Let's see here. A little bit of lag, unfortunately, a little bit of stream lag here, but that should be okay. We're gonna go for a quick 1-2. And a 3. So yeah, the thing is that there's not really any reason to go for that, at least that quickly. If we go for that a little bit slower, we buy a little extra time. And the problem is the grave is still dead. So using those sticks there doesn't really matter. I don't really fully agree with that, honestly, the more I think about it, because by the time the Cueist, by the time that entire thing is gone, the Cueist will still catch up. So I think only 1 was necessary there. I do agree with using 1 there, maybe 2 to protect yourself, but 3 is a bit excessive there. 3 is definitely a bit excessive. I don't really think there's a reason to go for 3 of them, unless you go for the very slow combo. That's the thing about anti. You have a fast combo, then you have a slow combo, and usually slow combo is used for buying time with the actual hits themselves, and then the fast combo is for when you just need 3 quick consecutive hits in a row. And typically the slow combo is, while it's not as flashy, it's not as good, unless you're up against like Insolence Hunters, which of course Cueist is. But in this case, he was so close to the wall that it didn't really matter. We're going to go for a cue ball right here. Lantis will be going down here. Okay, now normally Lantis can deal with cue ball very, very well. However, her positioning was not the best here because she was stuck in a pallet. So if she used her ability there, it wouldn't have worked because it would have got the hit right there. So I don't really think it matters. Now in this case, Cypher will get reduced once again, but we do have a backup. Professor can come in here for a second time. This is a really good position here from Jin. This is a very, very good position here from Jin because we are taking way too many hits. The Grave's kite was simply just not that great. We're gonna cue ball the Grave, or sorry, not the Grave, the Professor. Yeah, a little too many mistakes here. I'm noticing from the survivors, truly. The Lanternist, you know, Mr. Flywheel. The Professor's missing his scale. Anti using up too many of her resources. Grave's initial kite was also quite slow. It's just all these things are adding up. And I think that's one of the interesting things about Cueist is that you can do pretty well on average versus Cueist, but I feel like if every survivor just kind of slowly makes mini mistakes that add up, it can really hurt you in a match. The biggest one in this match, though, was without a doubt Blink not being forced, which means we could double down very freely, which was very, very smart from Jin. That was a very, very smart technique. We're going to be using the Lanternist to push that Cypher a little further along here. It's kind of funny, in new updates of the game, they actually showcase the Lanternist, like, what is it? I don't really know what to say. Like, they show the progress of what the Cypher actually is and not what it isn't because of Lanternist. It's quite interesting, actually. Because I was watching it in a B4U practice. I actually have, like, a new bar for it. It's, like, blue or something. It's kind of neat. Oh, the flywheel. Oh, she tried to predict the blink, dude. She tried to predict the blink. That's a shame. That is definitely a big shame here. Okay. Let's see. This is going to be tough. This is going to be a next to impossible save. Yeah, this save is impossible. Yeah, this save is impossible, dude. It's impossible. It's just too hard. That's going to be a 4 kill right there. That right there is a 4 kill. Unless Lantern wants to get dungeon versus Cueist. Wait, are we delay popping? Are we delay popping? Oh my gosh, it was a delayed pop. It was a delayed pop. Because it's 85, it would have been 84 if not. That was a delayed pop, but she couldn't get it because Cueist. Well, because of that 4 kill, the teams are now all evened up here. Each one has a win, and each one has how many points? Oh my gosh, I can't seem to be doing it. I can't seem to do it. 9. 9. Okay, we see a Peddler, a granny out here. We see a Painter, Finn, Bald, and Patient on this team here as well. Couple speed-based servers. Painter's a little bit niche, but not so bad in tournament. Just definitely a niche one. And then Bald is fine for these late rounds here. We're be looking at a Flywheel tied Finn, a Borrowed Flywheel on our Edgar, a Borrowed Knee-Jerk Patient, and then a tied Borrowed on our Bald. Here we got a Detention trump card, Wants to Order Sadist, and I think I saw Rage on this Peddler as well, potentially, maybe for that Painter. Gonna be chasing down Bald here. Interesting. Gonna go for the Bald first, huh? All right, then. Gonna open a door. Not gonna open a door. Did he go up? He did go up. Is that a drop down hit? Whoa, Bald. Bald, buddy. Bald, 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 Bald. Bald, 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 Bald. You're scaring me, Bald. Bald, 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 please. Vine. Oh, Bald! Bald! Oh my gosh, Bald, you're scaring me. You are petrifying me. I'm so terrified of you, Bald. I'm looking around. Where'd this Bald guy go? Where'd this Bald guy go? Looks like Jin's not lost track of the Bald. All right, here comes the big old warp. Bald is gonna be dead, baby. Okay, force the trade, so it's fine. Ciphers are about 70, 60, 50 on down. Not the greatest ciphers, but these are definitely tie-worthy. Very, very tie-worthy ciphers. We did force out the warp, which is very, very good. Again, the kite wasn't really the best, but it forced out the warp, and that's all you can really ask for here. Chariot on the Patient cipher is a bit of a shame because this Patient does not have Tide Turner, which is going to force 2 people off of their ciphers here. We're actually going to put ourselves on to Lael's cipher here, the Painter. But the Painter also doesn't have Tide. So, did we get face? Surely not that. Surely that wasn't enough time for face. Yeah, it wasn't enough time. Okay. I think Painter probably got like, what, maybe 50% of the face? Not even? Maybe like 25%? Oh, another ref, huh? Interesting. I wonder who called for that one. All right, I don't know what that pause was, but we're back into it here once again. Second pause of the day, I'm pretty sure here. Oh. 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 To force it after. Oh, what a good save. Jin did his very best to make that an after half, but we flywheeled the vine, or we flywheeled the grass, and then the vine was there, and then we, That's not, is that a pallet stun? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Oh, a bit of a misplay there from our Edgar, buddy. Unfortunate. Gonna open up a door here. Oh, Bald. What? Oh my goodness. Okay, that was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy right there. Okay, we do have face. We grab our second painting here. Oh, we're gonna flywheel. It's not enough. Bye, Edgar. Bye-bye now, buddy. This is gonna have to be Painter's save, or not Painter's, Patience. My goodness, so many pay-sounding characters, bro. There's even a pay, bro. If you can believe it, there's a pay, gosh darn player. The Naiad. Okay. Are we selling? Oh, I see the plan here. We're gonna move the Bald bro right here, and then Patient, who's upstairs, can pop his cipher and then come down. Ciphers are actually pretty good here, but I'm quite concerned for GW's endgame here. Because while the ciphers are good, their endgame is not the best. If Patient had tied, this would be huge. Okay. Okay, grab the chair. We swing and we hit Bald. We hit Bald, baby. And that means Painter. Okay, well, we trade items here, it looks like. That's fine. We do indeed trade items. Just gonna go back to our Bald. And I'm assuming our Finn is not on the cipher anymore because we do not want to get TP'd on. We have ciphers at, what is that? Garbage Corner, Shack, and Big Rock. I'm pretty sure that isn't just Shack, but it's Cornfield. Not actually in the Shack. So it's Cornfield, Garbage Corner, and Big Rock. which has been unfortunate because all 3 of those ciphers are pretty weak areas, all things considered. If it was inside Shack, that'd be way better. But these ciphers are considered to be quite mediocre, all things considered. Small boat is way stronger, shore, big boat, etc., way stronger. They do have middle pop, which is very good here. Oh my gosh, Jin's vines are just on point today. Make a door. Hook, just hook. Who cares, just hook. It doesn't matter where, just hook. Just get distance, please, bro. Just live. Use your items, bro. I drop on the pallet. My name is Emil. Oh, one more hook. Dodgy. If we could get one more hook there, bro. One more hook would have been perfect. Well, we're gonna have hook for rebound on the final kite. And then our flywheel borrowed. Edgar could come in here and get the rescue. My goodness. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough save. This is gonna be a rough one here. Oh, nice pad. Never mind. The pad kind of cooked. Flywheel. I didn't fly with the grass though. What a pop though. The insta pop go crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy. We drop down into the area of death. Okay, I don't really know why we just dropped down into the area of death. Not entirely sure what was up with that. I feel like we just stay going up. We can mind game that pallet. And let's not forget, we can always crawl down into the lake if we know we can't kite. Now we're gonna scout middle first before anything else. We should be able to 3-kill here with Jit, because we have warp. We spot out the patient here. So unless the fin goes all the way back for the painter, it's gonna be really tough here. We're just gonna keep on vining to this to Fox and I here, our patient. And he might be able to just barely make it. We'll see. Oh my gosh, please use your items. GW, please. Use your items. I don't understand. Both painter and patient just weren't really using their items that much. Even the Finn still has a ball too. Okay. We're not gonna TP yet either. We're just gonna just scout around. We have no idea where the Finn is. Gonna find on back. Okay, we just get the one. Okay. Good 3-kill from the side of Jin. Jin just 3-killing and 4-killing like crazy. Because of that, we're going to need to see another 3-kill here from the side of Littlely if we want this set to go to overtime. Let's see here. If GR gets a 4 escape, it will be GR's win. Or no, I'm sorry. If GR gets a tie, my fault. If GR gets a tie, it is GR's win. If we see a 4-kill, it will be GW's win. And if we get a 3-kill, we will be seeing overtime here. So we're looking at the Cueist, the Detention, Insolence, and Blink. Very common Cueist build here. You have the exact same Cueist build every Cueist brings. We also have a tied knee-jerk Acrobat. Interesting. I don't see Acrobat as much in tournaments nowadays. It's pretty common in the late rounds though, so it kind of makes sense out here. We got a borrowed flywheel on our archer, borrowed knee-jerk on our toy merchant. Oh, interesting. And then a tied borrowed on our officer. Okay, toy merchant is, you know, definitely a lot stronger after the buffs. You love to see it, that's for sure. 30% chance of 4-kill, are we serious? That's kind of crazy, bro. What is going on here? That's a little crazy. Well, we're gonna lock down that Crab Shack Cypher here. Jumping out toward our Mike Gaming here is gonna jump out through that window. Yes, sir. Gonna try to walk around the bomb, but nope. Oh, I'm Cueist and I'm old and my bones are freaking made out of lion. Oh. All right, next up, let's go to the pallet. All right, that's fine. Just force out the blink. Not too shabby. We've got cue ball up next, and we've got 2 contact points here. What the heck? That's a weird looking bomb right there. Oh my goodness. Contact point, dead. Oh, not quite. Ooh, he dodges it. Hold on, that's pretty huge. That is huge. Not getting hit by the follow-up cue ball. Oh, he tried it again, bro. He will lock the Cypher, though. That's actually quite smart. But not getting hit by the follow-up cue ball is very, very, very good here. Let's see. Shoot. No shot. Okay, we're going to preserve our items here because I guess the Acrobat just is considered to have enough distance here. Cyphers, again, are quite good for the side of GR here. Let's see. We got one more bomb with our Acrobat. Oh, no Mike Gaming today, buddy. No Mike Gaming today. Bonk. Okay, these are very standard for a Cueist. 2 Cyphers done, 1 at 50. This is kind of the average versus a Cueist. It's, honestly, these are actually probably a little bit above average, all things considered, with the extra 26% as well. If they continue working on the extra 26%, which is middle? It is, no, middle is 55. What was that 26? What was that Cypher? That's Crab, was it Crab Shack? I don't think it was Crab Shack. I don't know what it was actually. Okay, regardless, we do have our officer here for the save. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, Archer. Whoa, what is going on here? What are we doing? What are we doing? Nice save, okay. Hits the officer, all right. I mean, Sitsie, that's fine to get that stun, but we really need to push these ciphers, bro. Really need to push these ciphers. Mike Gaming, that doesn't really do anything. He's trying not to get cue-balled here. He's really trying not to get cue-balled, but I think he's dead. Yeah, cooldown is simply just too long. I don't really know if I like that. Oh, Archer is here, okay. We're gonna try to pursue this Archer for a little while here. Drop that pallet here. Defend yourself on this pallet too. Okay, he's so fast, bro. Oh, the perfume from the toy merchant, but that's gonna put her main item into cooldown though. That's the problem. Yeah, you use that and you can't use your main item for 15 gosh darn seconds. So what was the point? I guess it's because she lives and buys a bit of time just by being there. I guess that's the biggest thing. Now, of course, they're losing their Tide Center with this acrobat, but Archer will go for the save, and not only that, she'll go for the save and then go for the harass afterwards. We're looking at 80% on one cipher, 26% on that other cipher. Again, ciphers still are actually pretty good here. We're gonna cue ball the officer cipher. Yes, we will. Okay. Let's make sure we dodge it, but it only lasts for a little while because those contact points did die out here. Let's see. This is that's impossible, by the way. If all you have to do, if an archer tries to shoot you on chair, by the way, guys, all you have to do is just literally directly stare right in their face, or like kind of circle around them. The chances of them hitting you there are pretty much next to nothing. We do force that officer watch. It's very good, actually. Literally realizing that since 3 people are not decoding, we can kind of just like force out more items here. And we're gonna cue ball the officer. Shot, nice shot, because we have acrobat bomb, but we have Tide. Oh, not Tide, I'm blink. We have blink. We got the blink. Nice. Okay, beautiful. Archer is here though. Archer is here. 83. We're gonna have to slow it down a little bit. All right. Slowing it down, slowing it down, slowing it down. Nice shot. Body block potentially. Nope, no body block here, unfortunately. Bit of a shame. Archer just needs to leave now. We have one more crossbow for defensive maneuvers. Outside of that, Archer's pretty much cooked. We're going to be able to finish up the mid cipher here. Cue ball, which is useless, unfortunately. We're going to go all the way to AC's cipher. Well, the question is, will AC be able to pop? The answer is no. I don't think so. No, AC will not be able to pop. And if we could, it'd be very dangerous. And at this point, you're just going to be like, no, you know what? Let's just play it safe. Play it very, very safe. Although, unfortunately, that's one catapult broke, and I think we still have another one out there somewhere, right? Pretty sure that we do. We need to start up that 26% cipher here once again. Yep, okay, Shack will begin working on. Is that Shack or is that Cornfield? I actually can't tell. We're going to be looking at the Archer grab an item. It's going to be a syringe. It's not really that helpful, unfortunately. Definitely not the most helpful. But with that cipher being 76, he can't really overcommit. That's the thing. He can't really overcommit to the officer. Officer really needs to hang out of that watch. I'm not gonna lie, he needs to hang out of that watch as much as he can. If he doesn't, oh no. Okay, tying is way harder now for GR. Tying is way harder now because they just burned a really OP item for like nothing at all. And this is the strength of Cueist, bro. Because there's just the threat that he has the speed boost alone, it just makes you want to use your items early. Otherwise, you're just kind of cooked. So once again, this is just where Cueist shines. He really shines here in matches like these. We're going to be going back to this cipher here once again. Of course, it is 76. So it's gonna just be reduced over and over. They should be able to get 3 more contact points set up on it here. Ooh, not quite. No, we can't. Never mind. Okay, we did have enough contact points. Okay, I see. Sitier, was that an exploded cipher or did we have crows? I'm not really sure what happened there. That cipher is 27%. We're going to be seeing Zito use the syringe, actually, to heal up. And Sitier also has the syringe. Again, the syringe really helps out against Cueist because he can take hits, run away. He's going to be forced to go back for the cipher, and then he can heal. So honestly, getting double syringe on our Archer and Officer is really helpful for GR here. Like, I can't stress enough how good that is for these survivors here, truly. We do see Zero also grab a decoy, which is also not bad at all. We're going to be, we're going to force the Cueist back all the way toward the toy merchant, and then we're going to, oh, it got reduced though. It got reduced though. Hold on. It got reduced though. I was normally going to say that was going to be really solid, but we got it reduced though. Uh-oh. We maybe should just pop there. Okay, so what the goal was from AC was I think they wanted to burn out as many contact points from the Cueist as possible. Problem was they didn't consider the... They did not consider the reductions. Because they were trying to get that Cueist to like get in as quickly as possible. But they weren't really paying attention to the reductions there. Of course, the other cipher at Shack is now going to be 70% as well. Which again, now the Cueist is getting spread very thin. We're going to go for another set of lines here. Oh, it's actually, it's a fake out line actually. We're just going to pretend to go that way, but we're actually going to go back to this cipher. But not that it really matters though, because the other cipher is primed. It'll be reduced here once again. Oh my goodness. Blink here. Blinking here would be very dangerous. Oh, they can pop. Yeah, they can pop. Okay. Yeah, blinking there is very, very dangerous. That's the problem. Ciphers are just moving at like insane speeds there. Especially since it's Archer and Aeroplanist, and neither of which have a decoding debuff. We actually do see Archer on the gate here. But literally does not have the amount of Q points, or contact points I should say, to cross the map. So this is likely going to end up being a tie. Which again, is all GR really needs here. They only really need a tie. So at this point, they could just split gates and we should probably be fine. We're going to cue ball that gate maybe? Nope, not quite. Okay. Not going to cue ball it just yet. We see Zito trying to head for the gate, but getting cut off a little bit here. Time to cue ball that cipher. I'm at that contact point. At the exit gate. Archer's kind of just waiting for her friends now. The thing is, once the cue ball runs out, that's a tie. All officer has to do is just drag as far away as possible. But the thing is, if you don't go for the officer here, it's also still a tie. So you don't have a choice. You got spread too thin here. Yeah, they got spread too thin by the Cueist. Yep, they got spread too thin. Again, GR only needed a tie, and it looks like they're actually gonna 3 escape here. Yeah, Tormers is flying to the dungeon. That's it. That's a 3. Well played from GR. Very, very well played from GR. Okay, no round, no overtime, unfortunately. Because I was actually kind of looking forward to some overtime between these two teams because they are very, very strong. But GR, good stuff. Let's continue with our next set here. It's going to be VRS versus Do5 this time. And starting things off on the Leo's Memory with the Sangria, it seems. Here we got an Archer, Professor, Puppet, and did I say Officer? Or am I stupid? Officer, Professor, Puppet, and Archer, and Officer, and Puppet, and for some reason my brain is going in circles. I don't know what's going on. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. But we do see MHXM out here from the side of Do5 chasing this Archer. What a shot! That's a really, really good shot here. Beautiful, beautiful shot from DiJia. Let's see here. Of course, this Archer is going to be full kite, which, man, Archer full kite's got to be super, super fun. But yeah, Archer full kite can definitely kite opera. 100% can kite opera here. Nice pallet drop right there. Okay. Let's go for another one right here. Gonna go for a shot. Hundo. Oh, what a shot! And we still take a hit. That's crazy. Nah, that's ridiculous, bro. We got a perfect 100 shot and we still take damage? That's ridiculous. I kind of feel bad. I mean, that's partially a routing thing. This is not a very strong area versus Opera, I'm not gonna lie. Leo's Opera is very strong here. Okay, not the shot that we needed. Okay, that's fine though. We have one more crossbow. Flywheel. Crossbow. Oh. It's gonna come down to the flywheel. Nah, we need to flywheel there desperately. We need to flywheel there desperately and then make it to the potential pallet there to mind game. Okay, unfortunate. Well, that's fine. That's a good kite from the Archer. Again, kiting Opera in Shack is very hard, especially as Archer. I mean, she did well. She did very well. She got 200 shots. That's just so good. But man, it is truly hard to kite Opera on Leo's Memory with Archer. I got to 1v1 a 10 MS Opera for a couple hours, and let me tell you, with Flywheel, my kites were like 40 seconds. With Knee Jerk, my kites were like, at best, 60. It is very hard. Very hard to do better than that. So quite solid from DiJia. Very good save from our Officer, by the way. That was a damage save. You can get damage save. That's just absolutely huge in this meta. Because those damage states really do start racking up here. And I will honestly say, this is really good. I'm not really sure what... The death spot is a little interesting here. I'm not going to lie. Because we're kind of between a lot of different ciphers here. But we're in a really good... Oh, the wanted order really sucks though. Scale. Oh, Flywheel into scale. Okay. We're just trying to buy as much time as we physically possibly can here. Nice scale. What a good scale there from MY. Such a good scale. Gonna be a free save here once again. And we drop a scale for the, or no, we don't actually drop the scale for her, but we do have a scale for the archer. Nice, that allows her to maybe try to rebound here a little bit here. Of course, DiJia does have the flywheel. Flywheel, nice, okay. When you see a good mind game here, good mind game, nice, knee jerk, to these pallets over here. Oh, nope, still at this pallet here. We're just gonna mind game this one until we die. Nice. And down we go. Oh my gosh, MH6M, calm down, bro, you're so fast, sheesh. So gosh darn fast. All right, ciphers here are very average. H2O, do you want to take kite? If not, get off their cipher. No, it's gonna be MY in the back here. Let's see. We kind of just know. We do kind of just know. We do also know that MY has no borrowed. We saw the opera should have seen the flywheel and the tide, which means there's a no borrowed on that professor. We still have tide on our Lewis, of course, as well. Got a little cheeky scale on our puppet. Is something to mention there as well. We see a beautiful pallet stun here from H2O. Of course, H2O wants to hold on to that pocket watch as long as we possibly can here, because again, if officers don't have pocket watch endgame, it could be pretty tough. We're gonna probably have to use it right here though. Yep, there's the pocket watch indeed. We're probably just gonna teleport. We're thinking about teleporting. We're gonna teleport. There we go. Straight to our Lewis. Hey there, Matthias. Oh, no, that's not Matthias. That's gosh darn Professor. What the heck? What's wrong with me, bro? What the heck? Okay. Well, we do get a good hit in between his scale timings there, which is very, very good. Not hitting the scale like last time. Is this going to be a hit right here? Ooh, punishing her for that greed. I was about to say, MH6M is kind of just flying through all the pallets, so you got to start punishing her for that, truly. You really, really do. That is one of the biggest issues I have is, wow, that was probably going to be a hit if it was for Professor. That also was probably going to be a hit if it was for Professor. Oh my gosh, the Professor debuff? Sheesh. Those vaults go crazy, bro. My goodness. Professor Defense Mech is probably like kind of OP, is it not? Like if you have max defense mech as a Professor, like the swings are just too short to be able to hit you in time. Oh, that's gonna be basement though. Officer did grab a, oh no, it's not basement. It's just here to pressure the officer. But he grabbed a perfume though. That is at least something for endgame. But Lewis is here for the insta save, and Lewis is like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it, bro? I'm Lewis. Yep, I'm Lewis, bro. I'm literally Matthias and Lewis at the same time. We share a soul. Huh. Lewis sounds so goofy, bro. Okay, we didn't even try to scale that. That's a little interesting. Well, we're going to leave our Professor on the ground because this is going to give us the best chance of a win. We're going to go for the Officer here, who has pretty much next to no cutting potential. All he really has is a perfume here on these pallets, which he could buy a very, solid 15 seconds around these pallets here. Probably not too much more. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the heck? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, he used the perfume. He ran into her, and then he got the perfume. That was about 15 seconds right there. Kind of on the money there. This is looking quite good for Doe 5. I mean, this is going to be a chair onto our Officer. We should be able to pick up here with our Professor. We do have Trump card as well, but the Lewis is here. I think the correct decision would actually just be hunt down the Lewis and then go for the... Oh, do we know where the Lewis is? No way. Oh, we do. Yeah, that's it. We have the 3 kill right here. And if we can kill fast enough, we have the 4 kill. However, killing a Lewis this fast is pretty much impossible. Let's see here. We smack him once. We could TP and risk it if we want to try to get the 4, but we don't really need the 4. We have a 3 position right here. Don't throw away the 3. Just take it. Nice. Okay, Professor will get out. There we go. Okay, that's not a bad start. That's not a bad start for Doe 5 at all. Getting a 3 escape in round 1 is actually, like, that's pretty good nowadays. Truly. Truly, truly pretty good. Not a bad start. Now let's see here. Okay, gonna be seeing the exact same matchup here. Be looking at TV tier. Everybody said it was tier because it's like the little, I guess the T, V, and a T form like a little crying face. So people think it's supposed to be tier. It's a little interesting. I don't know if their name is TV tier or if it's just face ear or if it actually just call them tier. I really don't know what to call them. It's a little bit of a confusing name, I'm not going to lie. But I think I'll just stick with TV tier for now. But we're gonna be seeing them also playing the opera singer on Leo's number here. Of course, we're looking at a Tide Borrowed Officer as well. Tide Borrowed Puppet. So pretty much half the team is the same, but we're opting out the Archer for the Enchantress with full kite here. And then we're also opting out the Professor for an Explorer pick. Quite interesting out here. Explorer, of course, is very strong when used well. Explorer, I feel like, is a very tricky starter to use well here. There's a good stun right there. We did already use up our shadows. And high key, I think Enchantress is actually... That didn't cancel the... Oh, that didn't cancel the stun there. Okay. Yeah, you might notice, why is Opera so gosh darn fast on this map? Well, it's because all these freaking obstacles are right next to each other. There's a reason why Opera is played a lot on Leo's memory, and it's because she's really freaking good on this map. Truly, she is so freaking good on this map. There's so many objects that are just right next to each other, dude. It's just so hard to make any distance. And Chances, of course, is doing a pretty good job, but it will be a very similar kite to the Archer. However, it's a little bit slower. The ciphers are not the best here. And we have Basin, and we did not get the blink out. So the Archer's kite was actually way better in this, if we're comparing the two games. Opera in this position can probably can easy tie, probably 3-kill, and there's a good chance of a 4-kill too. The biggest thing is, how are we going to use the trait? If we double down with this trait, that's going to be absolutely huge. Uh-oh. Watch it now. Ooh, what the heck? How did we not take any damage? How the heck? How the heck? Swing. Oh, and we get the farm. Okay, we're just going to run out. Zeez should be behind. Zeez should be behind. Okay, it's slow. Yeah, so we probably should have had Zeez try to stun and body block for the officer. I'm not really sure why we didn't. I think the only reason we're doing that is because we want to die away from the basement and the ciphers. But I think it was a little bit better to keep that health state, to just kind of like burn your stuns for the officer so that he can get away for free. I think that would have been better. But it should be okay. They have an Explorer to help compensate their ciphers quite a bit here. Now let's see. Looks like we're probably going to be pushing the ciphers up until Audience Effect, and then we might go search for pages after that. Or I might just keep pushing that cipher till it's around 400%, and then we go search for some pages, because I don't really think Explorer has searched for many pages just yet. We'll see. Looks like this is going to be a rescue from our Lewis buddy here. Hey, Chen. Get the rescue now. Here we go. Get terror shocked. Okay. Oh, that was a hit onto the Lewis kind of last second there. A bit unfortunate. We do have blink though. If we blink now though, that's not the best for tier. TV tier. We do not want to blink here. Nice red light. What a beautiful, beautiful red light trick. I'm not gonna lie. That was absolutely stunning. Ciphers are slow though. Ciphers are slow. We're about 35% slow here, which is definitely not the best. Yeah, definitely not the best on the ciphers here. They could be a little bit better. Because we're going to have teleport here too. Explorer's, of course, digging up a page, which is a lot of cipher progress here at once. Ooh, but are we going to be able to find him out is the question. We're going to disrupt his page. Let's see. Are we going to actually search for him? No, we're not. We're just going to check out over here. And now we're going to go for our Lewis buddy here. Hi, Lewis. TP back. Oh, but the Explorer's a little too smart for that. Do we see him? Oh, we don't see him. We don't see him. He's too small. He's too teeny. Oh my goodness. That's one of the hard things about Opera, bro. You're so focused on your dashes that... Oh. That was not good. She lost so much momentum because of that. Not finding the Explorer. Missing the blink. Yeah, that's a huge momentum loss for the Sangria. The Cypher is basically primed at this point. Yeah. Explorer pops his point. Or his Cypher. And there's gonna be a backup at 51. She hits this. She hits the puppet again, bro. She keeps messing up. This is not good. Too many mistakes from this Sangria, bro. Too many mistakes from this Sangria. Okay, we do finally get the Lewis down. Explorer should be able to come save, but it's a little risky because he's an Explorer. This should be fine. Should be fine here. I think Tier can 3-kill. I do think Tier can 3-kill. Tier should be able to 3-kill here. Tie is very possible. But what we do here for 3-kill is... Oh, no. Wait, why did we greed so hard for that? I don't understand. Oh, and the Lewis is gonna... That's so ugly, bro. That's so ugly, bro. That's so ugly, bro. Dude, imagine you struggle free and this nasty-looking Lewis is like, Lewis is ready. And then he just looks at you and he just... Oh, poor Tier, bro. Tier. We were in a tie position with a good chance of 3-kill, and now we're just in a deadlocked tie. Oh my gosh, wait, the dungeon is right. Okay, now we're fine. Now that's just a... Wait a minute. TP, 7 seconds. Oh, maybe, just maybe. No, it's too late. It's an officer, bro. He has a watch. If officer didn't have a watch and this was like 5 seconds earlier, there was a chance. Unfortunately, that's a tie, though. Quite unfortunate for tier. Well, because of that, Do5 now has the lead here in the set. We're going to be looking at the Hullabaloo coming out here on round 2, Lakeside Village, banning out the Doctor, Auntie, Arrow, and Finn. Sar's banning out the Goatman, and we're choosing to go for the Archer, the Meteor, the Patient, and the Mercenary out here. Okay. Not too shabby of a team comp. A little bit of harassment, fun kiting, good backup rescuers, and the solid Mercenary rescue to round things off here. We're looking at a Borrowed Tide on the Patient and the Merc. Borrowed Flywheel Archer, Borrowed Knee Jerk on our Meteor. So everybody with the Borrowed Time here. And then we got a full Pursuit build here. The Inso, it's not really Full Pursuit. Full Pursuit would be more Inso confined, right? This is a Inso Trump, which is more of an aggression build here from the side of this Hullabaloo. Rocking his relatively new skin. And I don't know what the trait is, but I'm assuming that's Warp. I'm going to be chasing down Mr. Inference first, which is a bit unexpected here. Just going to get a good cheeky palette stun from Non here. It's going to be the Black Ball. Not a very good clone, unfortunately. Clone Snipe, Clone Snipe. Nice Clone Snipe right there. Okay, very, very nice. We should have a jump in about 5 seconds. 3, never mind. Okay, the timer is not quite correct there. Last pad being used from our Mercenary here. That is fine. Of course, the thing about chasing Mercenary here, yes, you do get rid of one of their rescuers. However, Merc has delayed damage, and so it's going to be like a little mini built-in Titan no matter what. And everybody else decodes at 100% rate, so the Cypher is going to move way faster because you're chasing a Mercenary here. That's one of the 2 bad things about chasing Mercenary. Oh, there's a third one actually as well. It's built-in Tide. The thing that I mentioned earlier, the lack of Cypher Rush. And the third thing is something that I forgot. What did I forget? Oh, long chair time. Yeah, 10% longer chair time. There we go. Okay, I'm a doofus. Oh my goodness, I'm an absolute doofus, bro. Okay, Patient. Let's get this good save. Let's get this good save. That's going to be a double color. We're going to dodge it up. We're going to get a hit. We're going to get a... No double down, though. No double down. Gonna smack down that Merc. He's gonna die off in the corner here. Are we gonna try to harass? It looks like that's gonna be an absolute no. We're just gonna die in this corner to buy as much time as physically possible. I do see Patient holding his hook. He actually did hook to the Cypher. What happened here? He hooked upstairs to get the Cypher faster. That's interesting. They're really pushing these Cyphers as quickly as possible here. Now the question is, will they save? Because again, Mercenary does have the built-in Tide Center. But is it worth it? This is a very hard save. It's a very, very, very good chair for Hunters. We do see the Archer coming in. Of course, the Archer can harass. There actually is a very good chance they can get a 4% endgame. But again, harassing Hullabaloo can be pretty tricky sometimes, especially if he has a lot of resources here. Looks like we're going to actually go for a double save here onto this Mercenary. Archer is coming on in here as well. Here's the Wiggins, bro. That's Wiggins right there. Yo, shoutouts to all the Wiggins fans, also known as me. I love Wiggins, bro. I don't know what Wiggins means or what Wiggins does. I just think that the name Wiggins is really funny, so I like Wiggins. All right, Merc will die off over here in the lake. And now it's time to go for some shots here. Excitement, yeah. Yeah, that's tough, but that should secure the tie. That excitement should secure the tie, because if you go for that there, you throw away all chances of winning. All chances of winning should be completely thrown away now. It should be impossible for the Hullabaloo to win now. I mean, not necessarily. If the kites are like non-existent, he can. Okay, the last Cypher is 70%. Leave. Silver T Hedgehog, get off that Cypher, please. Oh my goodness. What are we thinking, pal? What are we thinking? Clouding away. A little bit of a preemptive cloud, I'm not going to lie, but I think it's fine in this situation. We might need to use the cloud to heal. We're just going to try to go for some snipes, just some YOLO snipes here. It's fine. Looking at the Cypher. He can't go too far now. If he does, it's a little risky. Okay, no save. Got a good hook from our Patient here. Back onto our Archer. Cypher's here once again. We need a good crossbow into... Oh... Shoot him, Archer, shoot him. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Just finish your heal, I guess. Silver T Hedgehog, do not use that bottle, Silver T Hedgehog. Don't you do it. Okay, no, you can use it if it's not a cloud. Wind blast is fine. Wind blast, because we still keep the cloud, or we still keep some of the bottle, baby. All right. No double surprises ready. No jumps are ready. We can just die away from the Cypher pretty well here. Pallet vault. Bye-bye. Okay. We get the full heal out here. Let's see. Not gonna bother pushing that Cypher too hard. We're just gonna go pick up our archer, or sorry, pick up our meteor. Oh, it's a hit on the patient. Bro, stop prioritizing the Cypher, bro. Go, just heal right now, heal. Heal and hide. At this point, heal and hide. That's what you need to do, heal and hide. Or drag him far away. Like, if he continues after the patient, you have to, oh my gosh, is he gonna snipe him out? Patient's trying to make it not obvious. What, where did that clone even go? What the heck? Okay, die corner. The cheese spot, baby. He's cheesing. That should be a pop. 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 That should 100% be a pop. I think just in time too. Once the clone is ready. Okay. I don't know why he left the area. I guess he didn't really know the cooldown fully. Double surprise. Double surprise. Die away from the gate. Cheese spot. Cheese spot. Cheese spot. Not full cheese. Not full cheese. That should be a tie though. That should be a tie. Yep. That should be the tie though. Because there is no teleports. We just had to go to that excitement, which means that it's going to be a tie for VRS and Dove 5. So if VRS is able to, or sorry, I meant Dove 500 is able to 3-kill, that will be the end of the set very, very early actually. So we might just see that here. Who knows? But yeah, that'll be a tie. Nice games here, nice games. Now for round 2, second half, we're gonna need to see at least a tie from the side of VRS survivors here up against MHXM's Cueist. Mostly because if that doesn't happen, they are kind of just dead and cooked. Postman is interesting. I think Postman can kite Cueist because of the rechargeable items, but I don't know if the items are particularly strong enough to deal with his speed boosts, especially if he misses his dog. Like, I think the big thing is if he misses Wick, he probably will take a hit. But if he hits Wick, he's not going to. So it's all about hitting those gosh darn Wicks. We're going to see a speed letter given to our coordinator here. Same Cueist build as always, instant detention, impulsive, all that good stuff. We have a Tide borrowed Aeroplanist and Mercenary, full kite on our Postman, who looks like we'll be taking kite here. And then a borrowed knee-jerk car. Can you stop lifting up your... What is he doing, bro? I know he's like trying to do the red light tricks a little bit, but I don't really know what this was for. It's kind of goofy looking. Okay, are we gonna... What are we doing here? Okay, I know Cueist like to walk around the map until Blink is ready. That's kind of just what they do. I think he was probably just waiting, trying to make it look like he was going somewhere, and then he could just chase the Postman once Blink was pretty much ready. So... that's pretty good. He does waste out that first window speed boost here. Now this is the thing is, can he delay the Blink with dog? Let's see. There's the dog. Oh, we actually gets the dog snipe? What the heck? That was actually really, really good. We're gonna see him go down this pathway because he's trying to force Blink. Let's see. Blink, Blink. No Blink yet. Okay. Please get to a pallet here. Let's see. Pallet drop. Flywheel. Why would the ref call? What? Why are they what? Oh, never mind. Okay, that was weird. You know, he may have actually been able to fly all that if it wasn't for the ref pause. I don't want to be like that guy, but I think there was a good chance. Let's see here. Okay, he is dead. Oh, right on the chair too. That's a bit tough. That's definitely a bit tough. You never really want to die right on top of a chair just because it makes it so fast that the rescuer has to like do something about it here. Okay, not a bad down though. This is very standard for Cueist. Just blink for first hit, cue ball for second, and that's about it. That's all you do with Cueist, bro. That's all you gosh darn do. Let's see here. Here's our mercenary here, trying to stall this out a little bit. Whoa, stall it. Stall. Hello? Stall? Hello? You came in like 15 seconds too early? Okay, they could have got way more time from that. I think the biggest thing what's here from VRS is that they're probably a little bit nervous. I think the mercenary came in early probably just because he's scared of cue ball. Because again, this is still pre-nerf Cueist. This is not live server Cueist. This is pre-nerf Cueist, so he's probably scared of the camp. Even then though, I still think it's better to at least wait another 5-10 seconds. Because like, you can just always elbow pad. That's the thing. Like, you're Mert, you can always just elbow pad, dude. I don't know. I think that was just a little bit early. It's not a big deal though. I mean, it might be. We'll see. Ciphers are okay here. As long as they're able to finish these two, I think it's fine. That's the biggest thing. If you can finish 4 ciphers against a Cueist, I'm not talking 400%. I'm talking finish 4. Because normally, like when it comes to other hunters, I'm like, okay, yeah, just get 400%. But because Cueist can reduce, it's like you want to finish 4. If you can get these 4 ciphers done by the time the postman dies, that's fine. We're gonna see cue ball. There's the shot. Very nice. And that should be enough to get 4 ciphers done, hopefully here. Maybe they could even go for a... No. Why is 1 cipher 55? We dodged the wick. We're still dodging the wick. There's the wick. Scary. Drop of the pallet. Okay. We do have flywheel here. Flywheel. Nice flywheel. We got the window speed. Or no, we got the speed boost. We have another speed boost here as well. Oh. I don't think he's going to be able to make use of it. Yeah, he got caught. Okay. That was a good try. That was a good try. Just die, make a long trip. Oh, dog. Wait, wick. Wick. Wait a minute. The wick. Takes the ball. The speed bonus. Okay. Ooh. Oh my, dude, he was in it. You definitely could have got him. Oh my gosh. If Mai just did it a little bit earlier, they definitely could have got it. Oh my goodness. Okay, they need to finish mid-cipher. They need to finish mid-cipher before Cueist can lock it off. I think Coordinator is going to duo with him. Yeah, they're going to duo decode so they finish that cipher in time. They should be able to get it done. This is good because then he's probably going to waste a lot of contact points on it. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, didn't really waste a lot. Only 1. But now we're just going to go for the Cordy. Nice pallet stun. We needed that. We got a full reset out off here too. That's actually a really good tie position. This if you're in a position like this as a Cueist, it's very hard to win. Very, very, very hard to win. Especially since MHSM doesn't have any contact points left. Only really has blink and cue ball, which will lead to a relatively fast down. I'm not gonna lie. Usually if you have blink and cue ball up, it's like 10-second down. Once you catch up to somebody though. However, this is Aeroplanist who has jetpacks. Mercenary has elbow pads. Like the best target to go for would be that Coordinator. And all he's doing right now is just kind of delaying the inevitable. What's really good for VRS is the ciphers are also across the map from each other. So this is what you want versus a Cueist. You never want all your ciphers together. You never want to be cipher locked against a Cueist because that's like the best way to give him a good chance of winning. We don't have a lot of contact points. I don't think we can... Yeah, we cannot teleport over to this one, so we're going to have to hop back in here. DiJia already moving off of that cipher super far. Super, super far. Again, yeah, Cord is the best chase here. Without a doubt, Cord is the best chase here. No items. And you have your blink, you have your cue ball. Wow, okay, interesting. Nice, that'll be a guaranteed hit. Okay, not too shabby. Cypher's 80 though, and they're double rushing it. That's it. Like, that's already it. He doesn't have the resources. The biggest thing is they should just call for pop. Just call for pop. Just pop. Please just pop. Thank you. Okay. He either commits to Cord or goes for them. It's a tie though. It's a tie. Cueist cannot win this. Like, again, like the positioning from VRS with their ciphers and whatnot, like, it's just impossible. It is simply impossible. Okay. There's the cue ball, and boop. There we go. No blink needed, I guess. No blinko needed. Okay. Not too shabby of a tie. This means that we will be going to round 3 for this set. But again, Do5 still has the lead here. And now it's going to be the Granny. The Granny is coming out here. Wait a minute, Dancer? Oh, it's been a minute since I've seen a Dancer. What the heck? Dancer's not really picked that much in tournament anymore. It's interesting. I still feel like Dancer is, like, not bad. But I just think against, like, the meta hunter, she doesn't really do that much, you know? Or, like, think about, like, Granny. Like, she puts a slow box down, drops the pallet, and then Granny just opens a door and then just kills her. And it's like, okay. You know, it's like, what are you supposed to do against the meta hunters nowadays? I think that's the biggest thing, is, like, her ability just doesn't... I guess it's just power creep for it. It's like, her ability isn't bad, it's just that, like, the new hunters have better ones. I guess that's just how power creep really works in this game. You know? Where it's like, some characters, you look at it on paper, and it's like, yeah, this ability is actually pretty good. Like, this is a very fine, solid ability. And that's what I think about Dancer. It's like, her ability is very, very solid. And then I think about Peddler's abilities, and I'm like, huh. Dancer's abilities are not that good, huh? Or I think about, like, Sangria, who can just, like, outpace it, or a Goatman that just, like, completely ignores Dancer boxes, essentially. I don't know, just kind of funny. Looks like Dancer might be first chase here. DiJia, no, we're kind of just, what's going on here? We're hard rotating. I will say, if nothing else, we are hard rotating this Granny. Only 3% Cypher progress right now. Warp is about to be ready here. This is a really good rotation from VRS, I gotta say. If nothing else, VRS's rotations have been very impressive here. Very, very impressive. We might... Wait, we're actually gonna go to... Who is that? The Bald? We want the Bald? Okay. Interesting. Bald and Granny did debut at the same time, so this is a pretty interesting set. Oh, brother, come on. Come on, you had 5 universes of time to react to that. Okay, there goes his smoke. Okay, I'm sorry, H2O had so much time to react to that. That's kind of on him. He should not have got hit by that. Like, even if you go for the pallet drop, I don't know. This kite is definitely a little sad. We're gonna walk all the way around, but Bald is gonna keep himself in this corner, which again, against a Granny is really not the best. I think he just wants to stay near the boxes for the support here. That's the big thing. You know what's crazy is she's in the slow box. She doesn't even look that slow. When I'm in the slow box, I feel so insanely slow, but she doesn't even feel that slow, which is crazy. She really doesn't. Although I think the double is really killing her here. I'm not gonna lie. Right. I don't really know what that was. Both starts are kind of messing up a little bit here. The double boxes are kind of killing her. I'm really not gonna lie. These double boxes are really, really, really hurting her here. Let's see. Is it enough? Can you please, like, look at the ground, dude? Oh my goodness. Dude got hit by 4 different chips. All 4 chips. The Acrobat, no greedy, bro, no greedy. Careful now. I think Acrobat will be to insta-save. He does, of course, have Tide Turner here. No, he's not actually going to insta-save. That's interesting. I think what he might do is, like, if the Granny comes to break the boxes, then he might come save. But I think he's gonna... Okay. Sure, I guess. Bro, how are you gonna get the rescue without a bomb now? That's a lot harder. All right, careful, careful. He slow, but can you firebomb, please? Hello? He's not getting that. Oh my gosh, he gets it. It's after half. It's after half. Bro, I don't know what this Acrobat's doing. This Acrobat's weird. Like, just firebomb? Hello? Why are we using slow bombs? I don't understand. Wait, did he firebomb earlier? Oh, that was his Okay, bro. Okay. And see, this is what I mean. Like, slowdown effects don't do anything versus a Peddler. Like, you can slow her down so much, but then she'll just vine. Like, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter because, like, you give her slow box, you give her Acrobat bomb. Like, against other hunters, that's working. Against a Granny, that's not doing anything. And it's crazy because the survivors probably 3 escaped this match if it was a before half rescue. Which again, I don't know why Acrobat did that. Like, he could have just got the save. If he just, I don't know, went in a little bit earlier. It's weird. VRS's saves are weird because they saved way too early with their Mercenary, and then they saved way too late with their Acrobat. I don't know, it's weird. It really is weird. I mean, if he gets hit, this is a guaranteed separation. Let's see here. Whee! Yep. This is where Peddler versus Prostitute can be pretty fun. However, again, this is where it gets dangerous. Because if she has the Vine, it's not so bad. But when she has this, yeah, if you threw a mana on her, that was cancellation of attack recovery. That's why it's pretty scary. The matchup is honestly pretty 50-50. I do feel like it's more in the Peddler's control, though, because she just has to get more of the gems and not the Vines. But depending on her resources, it can be a 50-50 matchup. Let's see here. Dancer has one more box to make use of here. We're going to drop it. It's going to be a slow box here. Just going to break that, allowing her to transition here a little bit. Dancer, of course, has no flywheel, so she can't really deal with this Vine. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, cutting her off from the pallet. That's pretty solid. Okay, see, why didn't the Ball just do that? That's the thing. Like, if Ball just did that, that'd be so much easier. It'd be in a much better position if Ball just did that. Last Cypher is 80. We're going to have to move to our Acrobat here. Acrobat's 1 chip. We have a backup Cypher at 20. This is a little concerning. This is just definitely a little bit concerning. Dancer needs to dig up a chest here. Dancer needs to get an item. Let's see. Yeah, she's getting an item. But she has to close it. She's going to move on back. Yep, okay. I don't know how close that chest is, but... Oh. Nice Vine from the Granny. The Granny got the Vine. Okay, this is really scary. This is really scary if you're a survivor because you explode to 1 chip, making the rescue very hard. I actually think it's better to just pop here. Once the Cypher gets done. I high-key think so. Thing is, the Granny can't teleport. She cannot teleport because they have 2 Cyphers primed, and if she does, that's just a bad call. But the Acrobat's actually going to try to get this save here. But if he gets chipped, it is cooked. It is absolutely cooked. So I know this Granny is like, I just want to get the chips. I just want to get the chips. Oh, that's the chip. Yeah, we should have just popped. I'm sorry. We should have just popped. We don't go for the save there, if you ask me. It's too risky. I mean, it was a good try from the acrobat trying to go for the jump, but like, yeah, the acrobat, I'm sorry, just like, I don't know, dude. It's like you get the, if he gets before half, they 3 escape. Like, that's it. Like, all he had to do was get it before half. That one single after half save. Like, you guys see when Ball died, they had a 450% cipher progress. They had so much cipher progress. And now they're about to get 4 killed. Think about that. They're about to get 4 killed. I don't know, dude. This came down to, like, just decision making. I don't even think this was, like, a VRS played bad. I think they just made, like, weird calls. Because this really does feel like they could... I think they could have 3 escaped. Tie, it was more realistically a tie, yes. But without a doubt, there was 3 escape potential. Because all Prospector had to do is, like, come in for the second save. And then support for 20 seconds. And then they pop. That's it. Or she TPs to the Acrobat, who's on the Cypher. He kites maybe 10, 15 seconds since he's injured. And then they set up a new Cypher, and then maybe she can tie that way. But again, like, they should have tied this. They 100% should have tied this. And unfortunately, unless the Prospector gets a really solid dungeon escape here, that's it. They're cooked, because they would not be able to come back in a set since Do5 still currently has the lead. I'm not really sure what the Prost is waiting for here. There's nothing really to stun on, which makes this tricky here. Let's see. Stun. Flywheel. Oh, wait, does he make it? Does he make it? Does he make it? He actually makes it. Wow, he actually does make it. That was pretty clutch. And for some reason, we're gonna see the Sculptor come out again. Oh my goodness. I mean, hey, last time I saw the Sculptor, I got a 4 kill. People just couldn't rescue against the Sculptor, so we'll see. We'll see what the Sculptor is capable of. Not skiing what the Sculptor. The Sculptor? What the heck? Okay, we have Prost, Bald, Mike Gaming, and Finnington out here with a confined Inso. What is that? Warp? That's Warp on our Galatea here. Knee jerk, knee jerk, knee jerk, knee jerk. Everybody has knee jerk. That's interesting. Flywheel on our Prospect and then tied on the Bald as well here. That's such a weird looking build, dude. That is such a weird looking build. Very common for Sculpt to not bring detention though. This character really doesn't need it. She truly doesn't need it. Warp, Inso, Confined is very, very standard for this map. Hi, bird. Caca. Okay, this Acrobat does have the, knee jerk, I should say. What? Hello? Bro, we saw him bomb. Hello? We see his bomb. He obviously is going this way. Hello? Okay, that was kind of strange. What's up with the camera for TV tier? I don't know what's up with that. Whatever. Let's see what we got here. Come on, Mike Gaming. Let's see a good kite here. We're gonna... Okay, interesting. We set up a slow bomb, and then we drop that pallet, so we make it... Oh, this is where Sculptor kites get so awkward, bro. Yeah, this is where... Oh, he canceled attack recovery. That's funny. For those that don't know, it is actually possible to cancel attack recovery with the Acrobat Red Bomb. I don't exactly know how it works, but it is possible to cancel attack recovery. And whenever it happens, oh, it feels bad. It feels really, really bad. Truly feels bad. Okay. Well, sorry, Acrobat. Kind of got cooked. I'm telling you, that's where Sculptor kites get so freaking awkward. This is why I really don't like kiting Sculptor, in my opinion, because it's just too awkward. I don't know. Like, you have to move backwards and side to side, then you take a basic hit, and then she warps and catches up, and then you just die, and it's like, ugh. I don't like kiting Sculptor. Sculptor is definitely in my top 500s I don't like kiting. Just because of how, I guess it's just like she gives this feeling of like uncomfortability. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like dependent on the chips, where it's like with Bonbon, it's like at least you don't get interrupted. But I think it's because Sculptor, when you get stumbled, like you can get like dragged around by the statues. No one can get this rescue. Oh my gosh. They get dragged around by the statues so much, and then it's like it's really hard to predict what she's gonna do. I don't know. It's like definitely a skill issue, but I don't know. I just find kiting Gallo very awkward. It's not exactly a pleasant experience, just because like if it's a really good Gala, she hits her chips, and the freaking stumbling animation just drives me crazy. But she's doing pretty good in this match, I must say. TV tier is doing really, really, really good. I mean, we completely stuffed the save. I don't know why we didn't just you know, use the Bald ability to make the Acrobat die closer and then just get a save with Bald. I don't know what's up with the saves today. Like, the saves, like, on paper, it feels... Yo. The frog fin curse, bro. The frog fin curse. Oh, it's silly. The saves, though, yeah, the saves are just not on point today from either team, to be honest with you. Both teams, the saves are just really not the best here. I think, did Bald did use, wait, so Bald used his ability and still couldn't save? That's crazy. I completely forgot he even used it. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I think the reason why they sold is because they don't need to save. Now they need to, but I think the reason why is because it's just like, you know what? Doe 5 only needs to, I believe, 1 here. They only need 1. So they're probably chilling. I think the only way for VRS to win is 4 kill. So that's probably why they're just going for a sell, because again, Sculptor wins off of camp. So if you cannot get a successful camp, then you're kind of just cooked. Nice dodges here from our Finn. Oh, we do take a follow-up chip here though. We should have full presence to end up killing him here. I just start spamming statues at this point, just like spam. Spam, 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 spam. Spam, 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 spam. Oh, he dies all the way in the corner. They're double rushing that last Cypher. And what they're probably going to do here is Prost can either go save. No, Bald's going to save? Why is Bald going to save? I don't know about that. Why is Bald saving? It'd be so much better for the Pro. You know what? I think what they're doing, I think it's because they realize that they have to go for the Prospector, maybe? She's going to invest in the camp. Never mind. Okay. Oh, he still had his smoke. I guess that's why. Maybe that is why. Okay. I guess Prospector, yeah, with him being on the Cypher here as well, he has 3 mana to get away from it. I think that was the reason I was trying to say earlier, is he has 3 mana. So it's like if she warps onto him, he can kite. Well, hopefully. Firewall's past the full presence. And we still have a magnet on this Sculptor here. 10 more seconds on this magnet. Now we're going to go back. We're slowing the pace of the game down really well here with our Sculptor. But we don't have any statues right now. We're still going to wait for our statues to come back here. Looks like everybody's definitely quite nervous looking at the heart rates here, though. Not sure what Tier's heart rate is here, but definitely probably quite nervous here as well. Crosshair taking the aggro here once again. Gonna try to drag our Sculptor back to factory. But at this point, it's just very simple. Just open up a new Cypher. Yep, open up that deep sandbag Cypher. Because she can't stay here forever, that's the thing. She has to pressure this Cypher, but she quite simply cannot wait here forever. We're gonna just play around here a little safely. Slowly but surely. No one wants to, it's going out into the open. Trying to burn out some chips there at the very end. Not quite though. Processor's gonna have a 3rd magnet, so again, he's still gonna be very, very hard to kill. Double rush that Cypher, move on back. Warper's ready in 30 seconds. She's just trying to do what she can to delay the pop. That's all she can really do at this point. And the thing is, with no detention, it's pretty much a guaranteed tie here. Like, the only way I see her winning is if she's able to get a really good full presence down on one of these characters, pick them up, chair them, and then that's it. I guess Finn is dead on chair, right? Yeah, she have to, like, pretty much insta-kill the Finn, kill the, like, Finn dies, and then somehow they don't pop the 72% Cypher. Yeah, they're on both. She's getting pushed too far. Like, it's just too much. It's just too much to keep track of. Yeah, it's too much to keep track of. Too much. Looks like Process is going to straight up go to the gate here. Nope, we're going to warp on back. This could be potentially no warp endgame. We'll see. Ball does have no borrow time. There's a good basic hit right there. Finn's on the Cypher. Process has been pushed very, very far. They have 2 options here. They can... Oh, we're going for the Prospector? We just want him dead, I think. Just want him dead endgame. Oh. He's dodging full presence very well here. He's dodging the full pres quite well. Nice stun. Beautiful, beautiful stun from our Prospector. And picks up another magnet here. We have Flywheel again. He has Flywheel, 1 magnet, but he dies in a chip. Let's see here. He follows the full presence again. Nice. Okay. Just gonna stun her right there. 1 more magnet. Okay. He's neuming. He's neuming. It's funny because the dungeon is there, so he could potentially get it. Nice dodge. Oh my gosh, stunner against the... Okay, I was about to say, if he could stun her against a statue, that'd be kind of funny. I've never actually tested that before. What happens if you... Can you stun her against a statue when it's moving backward and you're sliding on it? So you both just, like, fly? Wait, I'm actually curious about that. Could I stun a Sculptor on her own statue? But because I'm being dragged by her statue, we both get dragged? I've never seen that before. That's probably a thing. There's probably a clip of that exists out there. Anyway, regardless, because they got the tide, that's going to be the win for Do 5. So, good stuff to Do 5. Oh, wait, we're doing this again? Why does this keep happening? How? How does this keep happening? This is like the 4th time! How does Antonio keep seeing play in round 1? What, is this character secretly broken or something? How? How have multiple this is like the 3rd team. And the 3rd time I've seen freaking Antonio in round 1. How does this keep happening? He's freaking, it's Moon River Park. How is this guy takes a minute to cross the map. Like a full minute. Okay, I don't think it actually takes a full minute. It probably takes like 45 seconds. I actually don't know how long. That's a good test. How long does it take Antonio to cross all of Moon River Park? I don't know, because you'd never see this character played in tournaments. Opera can cross it in like 20 seconds, but Antonio? I don't even know, bro. Well, we're gonna see a Gravekeeper, Toy Merchant, Finn, and who? Hello, who is Green Circle? Is that? Oh, it's Meteorologist, isn't it? I think I saw a meteor, right? Okay, that's kind of strange. Wait, how does he? Oh, he hit the shovel, right? He hit the shovel. I'm a fool. Is he just never gonna break the pallet? He's never gonna break the Wind Blast! Nice Wind Blast. Okay, that's an easy dodge right there. He's looking at that meteor like, how dare you? I am Antonio, how dare you? How dare you use that Wind Blast on me? There should be a hit right here, though. Boop. Okay, Graves gonna try to die away from the ciphers. We have Warp right here. Warp. Antonio, smack! We could have just basic swung and it would have been enough. But he just had to go for the optimal note. He's never gonna break a pallet. I don't think he's ever gonna break a pallet. Break a pallet, bro, please. Pallet's broken 0 at the end of this, dude. I'm telling you. Pallet's broken 0. We have Toy Merchant with tide, though, so we do lose 1 tide, but we have a backup tide here. And because Antonio is flaming garbage, unless he's able to stop this save, like, the game's already over. It's a tie. At best. At best. Probably a win, but we'll see. He's gonna throw out some notes to the meteor here. She's gonna look at that optimal. Look at that optimal movement. She's tapping the cipher just to get a little bit of progress done, but also making sure she doesn't get hit by the notes either. That's some good optimization. We're gonna see our Panda Toy Merchant come on in here. What? Antonio's broke. Antonio's broken. He's broken. He's broken. Antonio's broken. Welcome back to another episode of Antonio's freaking the most broken character in the game, guys. Featuring Antonio sweeping and killing everybody because he's so absolutely busted. He has to go back, though. He has to go back. No, Antonio, no! All this momentum. Yo, come on, bro. Yo, get him. Don't let him wind blast you. Oh. She fly-wheeled it! Warp and Tom Unlimited, though! He doesn't make that pallet. No! He made the pallet! Antonio, lock in, bro. Please. Do not get kited. Please don't. No, he's dead. He's dead. He has to be dead. Yeah. Antonio, bro. Yeah, Antonio, bro. All it takes is one camp, bro. It's crazy that bro got 1 camp and he's still in a tie position. Bro, how does Antonio win? He's so bad. Dude, he did everything he possibly could. He's playing decently well. I guess the guy was kind of long. But like, it's Antonio chasing Gravekeeper. Like, how are you supposed to do it any faster without the Grave messing up and getting TS on a pallet? Oh my goodness. They're resetting here while Finn is gonna take some oh my god. Like, what does Antonio do at this stage in the game? If no one's on a cipher and they're constantly rotating, what does he do? He dies. That's what he does. He freaking dies because he's Antonio. Toy Merchant's taking the aggro now. But it's gonna take him 5 years to catch up. Bro's never catching up. She's gonna walk up the stairs, catapult, and fly all the way to first stop, and then take the coaster and then fly all the way back. Like, what do you do? What's the counterplay? He's dead. He died. He can't do anything. She stopped. Did she stop the glider early? What happened? I don't really understand what happened. Okay, well, the cipher's basically primed. Oh, they just pop. Yo, that's so mean. That's so mean. They just popped. Oh no. Antonio. No, what? No, okay, well, it's a tie. That's a tie. Bonk. He got a tie, bro. He got a tie. He got a tie. This character's so bad, bro. Please buff this character. Oh my gosh. I mean, the camp was crazy, I'm not gonna lie. The delayed note hit, that was kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie. That was actually really cool. I actually did really like that. That was a really cool technique. But man, Antonio's so buns. Oh wow, look, a real character. Yo, it's crazy, dude. Oh, it is. This is just crazy. This is truly a crazy Koa. I cannot believe that for 2 years, Antonio saw next to no, just not even next to no, just no play for 2 years straight in Koa. And then in this Koa, he has been played like 5 or 6 times at this point. It's ridiculous. I've lost count. And when I've lost count of something, for a trash hunter being played in Koa, like, you know that it's serious, bro. But still, no rippers or anything like that. No ripper. There was one ripper last year, and there's one ripper in Koa 7, but not a single ripper this year. And let me tell you, Ripper's also buns. He's so bad. What do we got here? Tied knee jerk on our prof, tied knee jerk on our gardener, tied borrowed on our officer, and then flywheel borrowed on the enchantress here. Scale. All right. What's the route? What's the route? What's the route? What the heck? I think he just wants to actually eat the hit here. Yeah, he just wants to eat the hit so he can get on coaster. That's very typical of this spawn versus Sangria, is you just kind of kite for as long as you can. And then the second you take a hit, you just get on the coaster. Simple as that. Just get on the coaster, go all the way to third. And this is how they cheat. This is just how they cheese Sangria. This is just how they cheese Sangrias. And for some reason, to this day, I still don't really know why. Sangria is just, they just accept it. There's like, yeah, this very obvious game plan that like works every single time. I'm gonna fall for it. I'm just gonna do it. I think it's fine though, because we can now go after the gardener, who should die pretty quick here. We do have bubble, but the blink should be able to put an end to that real fast. I don't really know about this route. I'm not really sure what's up with this bubble here. Okay. I think she barely makes it to the, does she make it to the window? I actually don't know. No, she doesn't. Okay, I don't really agree with the route from this gardener. Zeroshi. I don't really agree with it. Because by going back, there's nothing back there. That's the thing. Like, you need items if you're going to go take that route. Like, there's nothing back there. Like, I'll kite back there if I'm an archer or something, because I can just go pew pew and then keep moving. But Gardener, she can't do anything back there. Maybe she just doesn't want to die on ciphers. Maybe that could be a good reason. Especially since they might be scared of a potential abnormal, because some sangrias do bring abnormal. Not a lot bring abnormal on this map, but you know, it's always something to be wary of. Okay, officer's coming in here. Gardener has that extra long chair time to make use of, so let's see if we can make good use of it here. Second tuning, just gonna go for an easy smack. Final tuning, didn't even get the final tuning, that's kind of funny. Didn't even get final tuning of their watch. Gardener's not even gonna try to rebound, she's gonna be like, yep, I'm gonna die in the corner. Make it super easy. Well, the Enchantress harasses the question. I do see Lex coming in with a Titanour, but I don't exactly know why. Oh, it's to push Gardener's Cypher a little bit, huh? Okay. Interesting. Interesting optimization of the ciphers. I actually don't think that's a terrible idea, because again, he has scale, so even if she goes like after him immediately, he can kind of delay it a little bit here. We'll see. We'll see. No, it is gonna be. No, the Enchantress is coming in. Huh? Are they doubling? Wait, what's going on here? The Professor has tied, so the Professor should get it. Huh? Oh, no, he is coming in. Okay. It's a little strange, but I guess it's fine. We could have scaled there, but I think he wanted to keep it. Maybe just scared of a double down or something. I don't really know. Okay, Guard is going to die off on the corner, but the Enchantress will most likely harass this time. Because this right here, Moon River Park, best spot to harass. So good. Because all the chairs are so far away. So far away. Now, for Enchantress, it's quite tricky. Because there are 2 possible chairs that the Sangria can go to. Luckily, she's picking the right one here. Let's see here. Nice stun. The bubble. Ooh, the bubble. Okay, dying back out over here again. And now Enchantress is in a really good... This is a super good position. You can just wait up here. And then the Hunter can't chase you. So then he can drop down. Oh, but she drops. That's kind of huge. Her dropping there is huge. Her dropping there is absolutely huge. Gonna run back up here. The blink! Stun! Ooh. It's not enough, though. It's not enough. That's a huge blink. But, here's the thing. Here is the thing. They can pop. And there's no trade endgame. This is a guaranteed tie now. The thing is, with that blink, you're throwing away all chance of winning. You're just tying. Which means Antonio's getting the same exact result as Sangria. Guys, Antonio's broken. Like, what can I say? Sangria, Antonio, both got the same result. And Sangria had to swap to Blink for her down. You know what Antonio didn't have to do? Swap to Blink for the down. Guys, I think Antonio's broken. I think we can all agree. Everybody watching this video now, we can all agree that Antonio is the most broken character in the game, right? I mean, he's literally outpacing Sangria. Okay, nice stun. Where's the dungeon? I think it's Lion Cage, right? Yeah, I think it's Lion Cage. We got a cheeky little scale right here. Okay. Scary. Yeah, it's Lion Cage. Yeah, Antonio's broken. What can I say? Same result, Sangria. No, bro. Antonio's broke. Huh. They're banning Hermit. I need a quick drink of H2O from that one, because what the heck? We're banning Hermit? That's kind of silly. I think I've seen this ban before against Nighty specifically. Maybe Nighty's just a really good Hermit player or something. Did Nighty play Hermit already? I can't remember. It's kind of hard to keep track of all the non-pro teams and what they play and what their specialties are. But we're looking at a Merc, a Puppet, a Mike Gaming, and a Brin against the Lion on Hospital. Kind of weird that a lot of teams are choosing Hospital now, but I guess with a more Survivor-sided meta, it does kind of make sense here. We're going to be looking at Tide, Borrowed Mercenary, and Puppet, Borrowed Knee Jerk on our Acro, and then Borrowed Flywheel on the Archer here. Not too shabby setup here. This is actually really the best kite for DFXG.T, if I'm being honest with you. Knee Jerk, what the heck? Why did we run just straight into the guy? Bro's gonna take a hit here. Acrobat, please. Acrobat, what are we doing? What is this route, bro? What is this route? Oh my goodness. This is a huge mistake from F. Brother, he's taking hits before Blink. Like, that's just, no. You don't take hits against Cueist before Blink. I don't understand. Why did he run into the Cueist? He just, like, I don't even think, did he even red light him? I don't even know what happened. He just, like, died. Okay, that was a good bomb. Good bomb right there. Good bomb. Please force. What is this route? Please force Blink, bro. What? Okay, his routing is so weird. Oh my gosh. Okay. I do not agree with F's routing at all. This route, like, makes no sense to me. Like, he's not really taking the fundies routes. Like, if he just vaults the window, he can just go to statue where there are resources. Yet he ran toward nothing. And now he's basement and didn't force Blink. I mean, it's kind of funny because the kite is good. But even then, it's just weird. You know, it's just weird because the route just, like, made no sense. To me, at least, just made no sense. Here's the Lewis. Boop. Did not get the Undaunted, unfortunately. Just gonna smack the Lewis. Now, here's the thing that gets really hard because you put cue ball right here, and then what? Acrobat eats the cue ball. And puts him back in. He's gonna blink the Lewis, and that's a double down. Yep. This is why we need to force Blink, buddy. This is why Blink needs to be first hit. Like, dude, if you don't, I'm sorry, if you don't force blink versus Cueist on first kite, it's like, it's so bad. It is so bad. He's gonna just go for the contact point here. She should still shoot for the, yeah, you still shoot there. You always shoot there. It's just to buy time. It is simply just to buy time here. She won't have her second shot in time, which is fine. Is he gonna go back to basement? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, well, you're buying a good amount of time. She's buying a good amount of time here. It will be basement, but we did buy a good amount of time. The problem is basement Cueist is so freaking good that it's almost always like it's almost always like 3 hits a lot of the time. It's almost always 3 hits. Because you get 1 on the rescuer when they're going down, 1 on the kiter or rescuer again, and then like, they eat the ball, and then if they don't like insta run out, then you're kind of just cooked. Regardless, it's like, it's a super farm. Like, it's a super insta farm. Here we go. Hit him, and then he has to take the ball, which means he can drop him back down in there, and then he can now go for the Merc. But the Merc got a good pad. That was a really good pad. But look at how they're still like stuck in the basin. Like, they're still stuck down here. And now we're going for the why are you going for the archer? Do you know where the acrobat is? Oh, he should know. He has deer hunt. Yeah, he has deer hunt. He should know. He should know. He should know. Summon a concube thing. Yep. Buying time. Boop. Good try. Good try. Good try. Good try. Okay. Ciphers. They're gonna get 4 killed. I think this is 4 kill actually. Low resources. No items archer. No one left with knee jerk. Blink is dead in 30 seconds. They didn't actually finish that. If they can finish that 80% cipher, they actually have a chance. But I do think this is 4 kill. There's no items left. There's just no items left. They burned too many items to keep that acrobat alive. 2 little items. 2 little items. Boop. Okay. We can just bleed out the mercenary. Or I guess we can chair him. This will force somebody in to get the save. Hello? Okay. Don't really know what that was. I think I think he's using the speed bonus from it so he can chair it near statue. I think that's the goal here. Never mind. He's just what Zeus would call a basement merchant. I see. Okay. Never mind. I see. I see. We're just basoning and basoning and basoning. Are we gonna go for the cipher? We're gonna go for the cipher, but Archer's full health. What are we doing exactly? Cypher's not primed. 80. Cue ball. Smack the Merc. He get into Q ball. And then put him back in. Wait for that awkward pop. And Merc dies in basement. Okay. He can 3 kill. He can 3 kill. He probably can't he probably cannot 4 kill, but he can 3. Because we're gonna keep the mercenary here. And I'm sorry, if we go for the mercenary, that's just you're just throwing the game. You cannot save the mercenary here. Like you would throw the game instantly. So now you just have to blink down somebody here. Puppet can actually go for Merc, but he can always cue ball. That's the thing. He has cue ball there. So he just cue balls. Cue ball gate. Go back. We have blink. Wow, he's bringing the whole squad here, huh? Blinks the archer. Oh no, it is so cooked. It is so cooked. Lewis. He hit the Lewis. Okay. But now they're completely out of items. Nothing. No one has anything left. Cue ball mercenary. He'll die here. Drag him out back over here. Boop. And then we chair mercenary. Because Merc's dead on chair. We go for the Lewis. Archer will get up. And then he 4 kill. You go for Lewis every time here. Yep, go for Lewis every time. Just ignore the Archer. Yep, go for Lewis every time. Because Archer, there's nothing she can get. Like, there's nowhere for her to go. So you just go for Lewis. Yep, he dies. And then he can just cue ball the gate. Cue ball gate, and GG's. GG's, bro, GG's. Yeah, we could have got a 1 if we just didn't go for the mercenary. I don't know why we went for the mercenary. That was just not a good play. I'm sorry, that was just not a good play. And then Archer also is eating the cue ball for free. That like kind of cooked it. Yeah, too many mistakes. Too many mistakes here. Too many mistakes. It was gonna be a 3 kill, but they kind of just gave him the 4 at this point. Pretty tricky. Nice cue ball, and see ya. Wasn't even close having fly already. That's kind of funny. Not even close, not even close. That is a 4-kill. Why are there so many sculptors? I don't understand what's up with the sculptors today, bro. We've had Axe Boys, we've had sculptors, we've had Antonios. Like, I mean, this code is crazy. What can I say? This code is absolutely crazy. Such weird characters. Perfumer, Acrobat, Merc, and Novelist is gonna be our teams here, or sorry, our survivors here. Against a Sculptor? I mean, Perfumer against Sculptor is probably not the best matchup because, again, chips do kind of hurt the Perfumer a little bit. And then, I mean, if Merc gets TS'd, he can, or if he gets a chip into TS, he can't save. Novelist, I think, is the biggest concern for this Sculptor. Novelist also, like, Novelist versus Sculptor can be really annoying because when you try to do the palette stun trick, she just puts up a statue in the palette and then it just cancels the book and then you just die and it feels really bad. Ooh, get red lighted now. Get red lighted. Bait the Perfume. Perfumer's not falling for it though. Why is the gameplay so gosh darn laggy? Now we got the Perfume baited. There we go. Oh. Back we go. We have a cheeky little shield though. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. I'll break the palette. Dang, she breaks pallets up. Why is the gameplay so laggy? What the heck happened? That is so bizarre. Like, the second Sculptor showed up, it's like dummy laggy. How odd. Okay, we're gonna blink right here. But Perfumer has Perfumes and Flywheel. Like, this should be enough. Is she gonna go back? She's not gonna go back. Okay. Flywheel? Oh my gosh, why is this gameplay like 2 frames a second, bro? What is this? This is ridiculous. Okay, nice on her not dropping the pallet there. Gonna just take this vault. This kite's really good from the Perfumer. This is a really good kite. Last Perfume being used right here. This is really good because it's a straight distance one, and she has to respect it because, yeah, she can just take the vault right there, exactly. Can just insta take the vault. I can't even see what's happening, but okay, she finally goes down. 3 Cypher Kite though, that was a 3 Cypher Kite. 300% exactly on the dot. That is not bad. We're gonna chair out all the way over here, but we have 2 rescuers. No, I guess 3 rescues. Yeah, 3 of them have Tide Tuner. Acrobat with Tide Knee Jerk, same with Novelist, and then Merc, who can get the save as well. Novelist is probably the safest one, but I think they're gonna have Mercenary come in here first. Here's one pad. Careful, Mr. Mercenary, careful. Okay, that's a free save. She just gave out a free save. I don't know why she did that. Like, she needs to try to go for like chip Terror Shock, because otherwise it's cooked. The kite's too long, bro. You gotta, like, if the kite is this long, you gotta invest fully in the camp. I'm sorry. What the heck was that? That was like, we summoned the chisel and then was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need the chisel. Who needs chisel, bro? Who needs chisel? Nice full presence dodge here again. Is she gonna cut out Tide Tuner? No statues right now. Okay, nice. We knew she was waiting there. Probably heard her breathing, I'm guessing. I'm gonna break the pallet here. Last ciphers are 80 and 70. Oh my gosh. These ciphers are ridiculous. Are they gonna send in Merc to get the save again? They might just do that. Yeah, I think they are. Weirdly enough, they are gonna have just Merc save here again. Weird. Okay. We have 1 pad. No trump card. Here's our Merc. He does die, but pop? Why was that pop so freaking late? What the heck? That was so late. Okay, but we still got insane amounts of distance. Oh my gosh. 10 MS go crazy, dude. Okay, we do go down, but the side, yeah, look at the gate. Look at the gate. It's already 70. Like, blink, you have blink, but you don't have TP. And even if you did, you don't have detention, so it's cooked. It is cooked. 3 escape, baby. Perfumer Kite was just simply too good. Unfortunate for the Sculpty Wulpty. It seems that not all sculptors can really sculpt. Also, Dodge is here, and Pumbaa is here, which is probably a really annoying combo, but Breaking Wheel is not a bad pick here at all. Like, Embalmer, Doc, Lucky Guy, Wildling, this is a really good comp for Breaking Wheel, actually. I think this is a really good play here from Ellie to go Breaking Wheel. This is actually not bad at all. Of course, DiJia has a huge... what is this spawn, bro? It makes sense. Doctor, this is like one of Doctor's only counters right now. Or I guess worst matchups, I should say. Because Doctor, I mean, after her buff, she can handle everything, pretty much. But Wheel is definitely one of the ones that she can't because he just puts 2 spikes on her and then she just gets 1 shot. So, yeah, it's nice having those Doctor counters out here. Early, very, very, very early spike onto our Embalmer. We're just going to actually go for the hit right here. This should be a hit. Yep, that's going to be a hit right here. This is looking like a Schmitty wheel kite, bro. I know Schmitty's not watching this because I think he's leaving for China, like, today? Tomorrow? I don't actually know. But, yo, Schmitty, if you're watching, bro, I don't think you are, but if you're watching this, we all remember that wheel kite, bro. Yeah, man. That looked like a Schmitty wheel kite, that's for sure. That definitely looked like a Schmitty wheel kite. Oh my goodness. I say as I can't do much better, that's for sure. Okay, we're gonna go pressure down the, who is that? That's our Donch. Donch is gonna completely ignore. We do get right out, and we're just gonna smack kill this Embalmer here pretty much instantly is what I'm guessing here. Let's see. Flywheel, and doesn't matter, yeah, it doesn't matter. The slowdown was just a bit too much there. Okay. I mean, they're in a fine state because, again, DiJia really only needs like 1 person out the gate, I'm pretty sure. Because, yeah, look at the points. They have 7 points right now on DFXG.T. They are 7 points above. So, like, as long as they just get, like, people out the gate, they're chilling. Like, they just don't want to get 4 killed. Now, is it possible to 4 kill? Yes. However, it's going to be tough. Still have to put in the work for it. Actually, wait, does Puma even get this save? How did that not spike? Hello, no. How did that not spike? Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I guess it was still in cooldown. Never mind. I guess it was still pretty back-to-back. It's the 5-second gap. That's kind of ridiculous, though. I think that would have hit if it wasn't for the deep... Oh, watch a Pumbaa. Blinks for the double down onto the Pumbaa. Yeah, that's not the best. You really need to force out that blink, Mr. Embalmer. You really need to force out that blink. But I guess it's just like the thing that's bad about spawning corner house is like you can't kite, like, because it always spawns you in the back of corner house, which is so weak. If it spawned you in the front of corner house, you can just go upstairs and it's so much easier. But like whenever you spawn corner house, it always spawns you toward the back or towards like the middle, and it's just never a good spot. You can't really do anything with that spawn, especially like when the hunter's like a BQ or a Percy and they just spawn adjacent to you. You're just gonna take a hit. Like, you're just taking a hit. You gotta just accept the fact that you're just gonna take a hit. It feels bad, but there's not really much that you can do about it. All ciphers are above 50% here. 70, 60, 50, 50. Really not bad at all. It's just the survivability is gonna be a little concerning here. Lucky Guy is gonna be not the next chase. It's gonna be, are we gonna smack that? No, we're not gonna bother with the bot, it looks like here. We're just gonna go down for the, no, we're not going with Pumbaa. Okay, what the heck? There's so many target stops here. It's like, it's bot, Pumbaa, Lucky Guy, bot, Pumbaa, Lucky Guy. Careful, Lucky, careful now. Okay. Question is, what does he use first, flywheel or ball? Nice dodge. Okay, LCX is doing pretty good here. These are some really good wheel dodges. I am liking that flywheel. Nice, beautiful, beautiful flywheel here. I have to break the pod. No. That's my wheel impression, bro. I like how the Doctor was spiked so long ago and still has not despiked. That's really funny to me. Okay, Lucky Guy just footballs all the way away. Somehow doesn't get trapped. I don't know how. Somehow doesn't, though. Still has a little bit more ball to make use of. Might ball to this pallet over here. Let's see. Ball to the pallet. Okay, doesn't get the drop quite in time, but plays the mind game and wins it, which is pretty lucky for our Lucky Guy. Lucky Guy is actually being lucky. He's dead right here, though. And he also has no borrowed. But I think that's okay in this situation, because, again, they only need 1. That's the thing. They really only do need 1. They only need 1. Wheel wants to 4-kill for the best chance possible, because a 3-kill, 3-escape is not enough. He actually needs to 4-kill, I'm pretty sure. So, as long as they get 1 out, DiJia is chilling, bro. They are chilling like a gosh darn antagonist. And Pumbaa's just gonna sit on his Pumbaa. Yep, just sit on your Pumbaa until, yep. I love I-95, bro. Where Pumbaa gets to sit on his Pumbaa and it's viable. He just gets to sit there. Yep. When he was a young warthog, that's all it takes, bro. Okay, we're gonna go for the dock. And we should just pop. Yep, just pop. And now we have to kill 3 people endgame, no DT. Just eat it. Just eat, yeah, just, hello? Okay, I'm not really sure why we're doing that, Dawn. We should just ate it earlier and then not have to take the thingy? I don't really know, it's kind of strange. We should snap down right here. Oh, she far. Why would you, what the heck? Why would you go so far from her? That's kind of weird. Looks like Pumbaa and Lucky are just gonna choose to split the gates here. They're just like, yeah, you know what? Well, that's kind of a scam. They're just like, you know what? If we just split the gates, he can't get both, you know? Doc heals so fast. So if she gets up, he is gonna have to double spike. And then like Pumbaa's already on his Pumbaa. Like it's cooked. The thing is, like, even he has to double spike Pumbaa. That's the thing. He has to double spike Pumbaa, and he lost extended. So now it's go, and then Doc's gonna heal. It's just too much. It's just too much. It's just too much pressure. Too much to do at once. Lucky Guy is already gonna get his gate open. He's gonna go back for the Pumbaa, who's now off his Pumbaa. But Doc's gonna be able to get out. Pumbaa's just cutting too long. We're getting stuck on everything. Full presence. Trap. Blink. Yo, bro. Oh. Yo, bro. Boom. There we go. Okay. That was kind of awkward, but you know what? Not too shabby. Good stuff to DiJia. That was a good set as well. Very well played, I think. Very well played. And with that, I think that wraps up our 4th day of China. And I was just taking a... Please don't talk to me right now, Night and Scam. I don't need this. Actually, that's not even that bad. I'm still not taking it, though, even though I have a good amount of echoes. So we're looking at, I think, only 6 more Koa videos after this. I'm pretty sure we only have 6 more to film. So, at least that's before group stages. So I hope you're looking forward to the final 6 videos coming out here very, very soon. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Time for me to take a photo finish with my Charles, baby.